I think we're live. All right, everybody, welcome to another Saturday night live stream. And I was going to say unboxing, but I'm not going to be doing any unboxing tonight. Instead, one of my good friends, Jason, is going to join us, and we're just going to kind of talk about collecting and why we love this hobby so much, go over our weekly pickups and our favorite figures and what we like to collect and whatever. Whoa. There's no plans. Everything's on the table tonight. So with that, I'll introduce Jason. And let's see. I never had anybody on in such a long time. All right, here we go. How's it going, man?
Can you hear me? Because I think mine was on mute.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Can you hear me okay?
We're back to square one, man.
Yeah. So how's it going, man?
Not bad. I'm actually been waiting for this. It's fun. I got a Saturday where I got off early enough to do this with you. Because sometimes I get home dinner, Yeah, I'll chat on with you a little bit, but I'm mostly eating dinner and crap, and not going to.
So if you guys are unfamiliar with the channel, Jason is. Every time I say that my buddy Jason brought me this figure to review, this is Jason. Jason brings me a lot of stuff. Every time he picks up a new figure, he always drops something out for me, or I pick something up. He lets me review his figures, which I said it to you a million times. I'm really grateful that you do that, man. It helps me out big time. I really appreciate your support. So very excited to have you on the channel, man. This is it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Like I said, we were talking a little bit before we've gone on live now. So I've been wanting to do this with you for a while, and I'm happy to do it because when you have certain people that like certain same thing, it makes a bond. Makes a connection.
Oh yeah.
And so, I am older than you, so.
A little bit. But it's like you said, we have this bond, and I think a lot of collectors, we do share this bond. You go on YouTube and stuff like that, it seems like it's a big group of people, but in your community, it's it really is a small group of people that collect action figures and stuff like that, right? It's big worldwide, but in our community, I mean, there's very few of us. And you can tell when you're going through Walmart, you can tell who's a collector, because you're going towards toy aisle and you see this, this grown ass man coming down there too, and it's like, should I walk faster? Should I get there before he does? You can tell who's a collector and who's not, right?
I've been there.
And there's times that I'm walking through with my son too, and I'm like, all right, Ethan, we gotta walk a little bit faster, man, because there could be something there that this guy's gonna grab before we get it, right? So
the worst thing is when you see the one you been looking for, and somebody's walking by you from the toy section,
especially when they got it in hand.
Man. It's like you want to body check them. Oh, sorry. Run like hell.
Kick them in the kneecap or something, just grab their box and run away. But unfortunately, it's on camera, and that kind of stuff is shunned.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not like the good old days, you know what I mean? Before cameras, just throw a bottle of apple juice at his head and take his figure and run, right?
Trip the kid. Sir. Just kidding.
All right, so let's get into it. I mean, did you have any weekly pickups that you want to share? Anything cool that you picked up this week?
Well, is Jack? We don't see. I can't tell if any of us is on. So I'm waiting for Jack. I wonder if Jackie's on yet. She says she has no one.
I'm not sure. Well, let's get the comments there. So we got Melgus there. Melgus is here. Melgus is my buddy Nathan there. He's always usually stops by Saturday nights. Oh, okay. Jackie might be on. I never shared Facebook. Give me a second. Usually if I share it to Facebook, we usually get a few people popping in. So
make a comment in it. Tacos.
It's tacos.
Say taco. Say taco night.
It's taco night out there.
Let's see if she runs and grabs her phone or laptop. Oh boy. But I'll talk while you're doing that. Jackie works at GameStop. I don't think she mind me saying that.
Nah.
So she sees a lot of us. Not.
Oh yeah.
I already forewarn you. Language come out, and I'm sorry. That's the only way I can describe, because it's my humor. I'm a GameStop slut.
Me too. I walk around with GameStop sweaters and GameStop T-shirts and everything else, right? So no, I love GameStop.
Yeah. I don't think you read it because you I think the first time I was on with you, you were wearing your GameStop. Jackie was just off, but she went off. But yeah, I don't know if you read the comments afterwards, but you missed it, which is fine. But you're wearing a GameStop shirt, and I said, "What's that? The money shot?"
Yeah, she paid me to wear it. No, I actually got it for $5. I was going around $5 Friday, and I go around try to find some cheap figures. Yeah. And I was going through with my son, and I was like, a hoodie. I mean, a hoodie for $5, right? I don't care what's on it. I'll wear a pink sweater if it's $5. I don't give a crap, right? I spend all my money on toys. I don't buy clothes, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was gonna put on my Star Wars hoodie, but I'm like, no, it'll be too warm, and I went with that shirt, but you can't really see it. But I got this back at GameStop.
Yeah.
Do you recognize it? It's also my picture on my.
It's Thundercats, right?
Yep.
Okay, all right. I'm not into Thundercats. Like, I don't know a whole lot about them, but I think I'm familiar with some of the characters and stuff like that and symbols. But it's one of those things. Like, when did Thundercats come out? Was that in the 70s?
84.
84. That's the same year I was born.
84. 84. No, 84. Yeah.
84. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Because I think I was 14 when it came out, if memory serves me right.
Oh, okay.
But the first time I was watching it, because I was a kid, I watched Transformers, G.I. Joe, like I was 14 years old, like He-Man, So, like that stuff has always been part of my kid, my kid. Yeah. So when I first saw that symbol, me and my buddies, we were always talking about tattoos. When we came of age, I said, I always want to get the Thundercats symbol tattoo.
Yeah.
So, took like 34 years, and I finally got it.
Cool. Did you get it like a tramp stamp, or did you you never got a tramp stamp, like a Thundercat tramp stamp or anything? No?
Well, we originally wanted, the guy's like, that's gonna hurt when I do it. I said, okay, well, he said, up here is better, and I'm like, fair enough.
Yeah.
It was a birthday present to me, and fine did it, like promise I made when I was 14 years old, fine did it,
No, it's cool.
Yeah.
I've got three tattoos, and they're horrible.
I know. Mine, I don't care. Mine was, guy did it, a friend. I might visit a friend because I'm originally from Ontario.
Yeah.
So sometimes I might get sidetracked. So forewarn you. So I went to go back home and visit a friend who moved from here. She was originally from Ontario, but she was here, and then she went back to Ontario. So I went home for a couple of things back in Ontario, and where she was living, I was staying overnight at her place. Because I had a couple other friends I wanted to go visit, so she let me craft at her place. The guy upstairs was a tattoo artist. So, he's like, yeah, I can do that. He says, okay, the option, we can do it upstairs for $80, or we can go to the shop and do it for $260. He says, my kitchen's clean. And she knew him, so I'm like, sure.
Yeah. Well, so I'm the same way. Like I came from a small community, so I knew a guy that had a homemade gun, and yeah, it's bad. Like it's you know what I mean? Like it goes all the way up and stuff like that, but it's horrible, man. It's but I was like 15 or 16. I didn't give a crap, man. I was the only one in high school with a tattoo, like, To me, it's just badass, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, so we get caught up with the chat here. We got Shin Godzilla. This is my son. He's here.
You guys can just call each other later and talk about old times. So get on with the
show. We got Shin Godzilla. We got RB. Hey RB, welcome to the live stream, buddy. We have Malgus. All right, never mind. Malgus says he got Darth Vader tatted on his back.
His trap stamp.
His upper back. He's covered in tattoos too.
No.
He says, "What else? Sorry, never miss an opportunity to say that." Yeah, he likes bragging about his Darth Vader tattoos.
I would.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've always thought of maybe getting two. Like they say, once you get one, you'll get another one. I'm up in the air. Like I was thinking getting two lightsabers on my arm and with my boys' names in it.
Yeah.
But I haven't done it yet, and I don't know. I don't care. If I do, I do, and I don't.
Yeah, I'm kind of all over the place too. I like to have more. I think if I had lots of money, if I wasn't in collecting, I'd probably be covered. Like I'd have sleeves everywhere, right? But I just got this when I was 16, and when my daughter was born, I just got her name going down my leg, and then I just got Ethan, my son, and a Lego Thor. So we love Legos, and we used to play a lot of Lego games and stuff like that. and he used to love Thor. Like he was really big in Thor. So I figured Lego Thor with his name. Thought it'd be cool. Unfortunately, it was actually done at a tattoo parlor or shop or whatever you want to call it. And it was funny because there was an apprentice that was doing it, right? And I was talking to the owner. He's like, "Man, it's Lego tattoo. How hard? It's not hard. You got to be a complete." I'm not going to say the word that he said to mess that up, right? Sure enough, man, I got home, the outline, everything else was good. Went back, got it colored in. Came home. When I took the bandage off, when it started to heal up, I'm like, this is crap. Right? I felt like going back, and I'm like, you said, it's impossible to screw up. Well, yeah, you screwed it up, man. So I never went back since, but
you found a way.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm kind of deterred from getting any more tattoos, right? Just all right. Jackie B's here. Jackie says, well, it's Jason. And then we have Dennis Moulton, aka Gotbot. He says, "Hey lads, just listening along and doing some video legwork." So, are you familiar with Dennis?
I don't know.
All right, Dennis is from our area, and he's like really big into Transformers and all that stuff. Like his knowledge on Transformers is absolutely nuts. I watch some of his live streams and his videos, and I'm clueless. Like I don't know anything about Transformers at all. Not even like. Probably like I know Optimus Prime and a few people from the movies and stuff, right? But that's it, man. I don't know anything else about Transformers. Guaranteed he's got some cool Transformer toys, right?
All right. It all depends. I'm bad for names too, so back to Transformer dude. I don't care. I like Ron.
Oh, yeah, he's cool.
Hot Rod's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I always like Hot Rod. I cried. I went and saw it in the theater. I cried. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. When Optimus Prime died, it was like a tear came to my eye.
I actually got one Transformer, and it's a Bumblebee that I was thinking it was right there, but it's not there anymore. Actually, here it is. And I don't know how to transform it. Not for the life of me, man. This guy. It was at a dollar store. Well, at a oh my god, I was going to say flea market, but thrift store.
I'm old, so I gotta get a little closer because my screen's smaller.
It's Bumblebee from the movie, like where he transforms to a Camaro. It's now, but I don't know for the life of me, man. I can't get it to transform right, and I tried to find some instructions, but clueless, man. Absolutely clueless.
I'll come over and play one day.
All right, so Jackie says she won't harass Dennis, but I'll certainly harass Jason. So you know what you're in for tonight, right?
Yeah,
and,
I know.
Dennis says he don't know crap about Star Wars, so don't feel bad.
Right. I'm into Star Trek. I don't know who. I'm in my 50s, guys. So like, if anyone's over 50, hey, sweet. If I'm the oldest. So I can't really see when somebody. So if somebody's asking me a question, you would tell me.
I'll just read it out to you. Yeah.
Perfect, because I can't really see because I'm.
Yeah, the closer you get to your phone,
I know.
The audio cuts out. Yeah, the audio actually cuts out for me. I can't hear you. You're all muffled and stuff. So when you sit back like this, the audio is perfect.
Oh, there we go. Is that better?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, because I moved in to look at Bumblebee because my eyesight, your screen's small for me. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I move in. I don't know. I don't want to play around with how they're larger because I might do something wrong.
Then it says Valley Village. It was the ultimate thing. I never actually handled. Oh, thanks, Jackie. And what else we got? Star Trek is my thing. Star Trek's cool.
Yep.
I was into Star Trek before I got into Star Wars because my first interaction, but like I never really got hooked on Star Wars until maybe in the last 10 years. Melgus was talking about it at work, and there's a few other guys at work too that are like super into Star Wars and stuff, right? And I think it's from there that I actually went back and watched the original trilogy, and that was it. I got hooked from there. But my first time seeing Star Wars was actually episode 1 and 2 and 3, so like the prequels, right?
Yes.
But I mean, I was born in '84, so that kind of stuff was kind of relevant when I was growing up, right? So
Yeah, I was actually just talking to somebody about it at work. The reboot, 2009. I can't remember the year, but Chris Pine and the reboot. I was really impressed. I was
they were pretty decent movies.
Yeah, I was like, each star pretty much nailed each character, like to the original.
Is that where Benedict Cumberbatch was Khan? Was he Khan?
The second one, yeah, and that was
right. That was good. It's been a long time. I've seen it one time, and that was it. I'm not.
I did one day watch the original. I'm not gonna say the name because I'm bad for it, and I don't. Demon Seed, I believe it's called. Watched that, and then I watched this, William Shatner rap song, and then I watched Into Darkness. It's like, because like it was, the reverse. Where, spoilers, where Kirk died instead of Spock. That I was like, what? When I first saw that. Which was good. All
right, so we got Jackie saying, "Oh my God, Jason, scared Jason! Don't ever get that close again." So that's when you were getting close to the camera. And RB says, "Star Wars is better." And here we go. It's always someone stirring the pot, right? And then we got Melga saying, "Carl Urban as McCoy was spot dead on, bloody amazing." It's funny because I got a big 32-inch monitor, but my phone is right here, and my phone is blocking the chat. But I don't want it down any further. It's in the perfect spot, so I kind of just gotta look up over it and just read the chat. So if you see me going up like this, I'm just trying to read.
Actually, I want to see my light a little darker because I'm getting like a shadow. You guys see that okay? Is the video okay with my end?
Yeah, everything's good. RB wants to know, what is your favorite lawn to collect, or favorite lawns to collect? You're like me. It's just everything.
Anything. Jesus. Well, I'll just, you stop me, okay? So basically, when I was younger, my mom took me, saw Star Wars in the theater. Yeah. Back in the 70s, my mom was a cab driver at night in Toronto. Times were tough. I'm not kidding, man.
Yeah.
She always made my Christmas awesome, and she would buy me a Star Wars stuff. So back in those, money was tight. So, I was looking, when I get a job, I'm going to buy my own Star Wars toys, But then they disappeared, it fell off. And then, 95, 96, the He-Man version of Star Wars. I didn't care. It was Star Wars. Like, what do you do not like about Star Wars? Pardon my language. You pay a piece of lump of shit and put Star Wars on it, I'll buy it. I'll watch it. I'll buy it, whatever. As long as I like it.
Yeah.
Pardon my language.
Black Series is probably your top line to collect, eh?
I more like the smaller ones and originals, like whenever we were kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's some of this Black Series ones are awesome, like ones I give you, to show off. Yeah, because in some ways, that's the only way to get them.
Yeah.
But unless you really have them.
Yeah.
But it's tough. They're expensive. I hate the non-windows. I hate them.
Yeah.
I'm part of my.
It looks nice.
It's nice, yes.
But at the same time, it's like you don't know what the hell you're getting.
Exactly.
I'm nervous. I'm super nervous to open that up because, like, what am I going to get?
You might get Barbie Indy,
It could be like his face could be up here. Like you don't know what your paint-apps what you're going to get, right? So it kind of sucks. But at the same time, I've been hunting this one for like 2 months.
Oh,
right? Yeah. And I haven't been able to find it and couldn't even get it online. And I walked in the GameStop tonight and there it was. And I'm like, that's the only one that was there from that wave. And I'm like, that's the only one I want anyway. So I just grabbed it but I'm nervous. I'm actually, while we're here, I'm going to open it up because I can't take this no more. I got to see. I got to see what I got, to be honest with you.
I said, do it.
All right, so Jason or Malgus wants to know: did you see the Ahsoka trailer?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna say you still haven't watched Clone Wars yourself yet, Chris.
No, not all the way through. I'm only at season 2 or 3.
All right. So yeah, I've seen all the trailers, all the TV shows. Andor. I first started watching when it first came on, and again, he didn't grab my attention at first. But then I waited till it was all out, so I could just binge it. And then it made sense. And I was like, okay, that was a good show actually. Ahsoka, like, I loved it. When it first came out, the cartoon, I was a little bit against it. Like, when did Anakin have a panel on? Well, since when? But it's like, you gotta kind of open your mind. Like, I'm sorry if I'm about to piss off anybody. When people are like, "Oh, George Lucas did this, George Lucas did that," blah blah blah. Shut the fuck up. Man's telling the story. If you don't like it, don't watch it.
Yeah.
If you want to do better, then hey, send a script. If you get accepted, hey, please, can I have an autograph? If you want to tell me to go after myself because I didn't believe you, hey, fair enough. But it's like when you go buy a book. I'm sorry, because I don't read books. I love movies. You don't hear buddies. Well, I guess I'm gonna retract that because what was going on with Harry Potter back then, a while ago.
Yeah.
You don't hear about everybody cursing and swearing and saying, that book ruined my life because the writer did it this way. I don't know. See, I'll get rant and raving about that. Bottom line, if you don't like it, don't watch it.
Yeah. Did you see the Ahsoka trailer though? You see the trailer?
I did say yes, didn't I? I kind of went.
But you started talking about something else. But did you you seen the trailer? Did you like it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's gonna be one of those things. I might wait till there's a couple episodes before I watch it.
Yeah.
I like doing that.
Yeah.
But there was a latest one. I think was it yesterday or today? I can't remember.
I haven't seen it yet.
The final trailer.
Yeah.
I always get a kick because they give you like that 10 seconds something new, and the rest is from the ones you've seen of other trailers. And I'm like, thanks. So yes, I seen the trailer. And Ahsoka did grow on me. I'll put that again. At the end, Ahsoka Tana did grow on me, and it is a good character. I do.
Malgus is Grand Admiral, so I guess I haven't seen it yet. So
no, I'm not too remember the actor that well. I'm one of those I don't know. I don't know where he's from. I only saw the back where you can see it's blue. So I know he did the voice in the cartoon. So okay. I don't. He doesn't really like. Oh yeah, I know that guy. I just cool. But I didn't see his face. I can't remember. Is his face shown?
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna have to check it out after the stream, to be honest. So I actually got a decent figure.
Oh yeah, they're nice.
Yeah. No, I was kind of worried because I didn't know what I was gonna get, but no, he's good. I can put him back in the box now. Until I do a review.
Yeah.
Oh, that was bugging me, man. I can't stand the windowless packages because I wasn't sure what I was going to get, right?
Yeah.
And when I bought Spider-Man, the Game Reverse Spider-Man, same thing. As soon as I got out of the car, I checked it right away to see if I have what I'm supposed to have, right?
Yeah.
Unless we're getting stuff from Tilly. I mean, at least when we buy stuff from Tilly, we know where we're getting it, right?
Yes. Is he on here? Is he here tonight?
No, he's not here. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah,
he's been super busy lately, but
yes. Yeah. I was talking to him about 2 weeks ago, something like that. We're good. He's got some stuff for me, but I've kind of backed down a bit because I was buying if it's a figure I really like, I buy two. That gets expensive.
Yeah, I like when you buy two because then you let me unbox one.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, keep buying two.
Jackie's like, I'm open tomorrow.
Okay, so are you? Oh, sorry, you continue.
Okay, so now that we got Jackie on, so now we'll continue. Yes, Jackie, I'm a GameStop slut, but you're always my number one. So, did you get anything off of her? Because every time I go in, I told her I was disappointed the other day.
Oh, okay.
Did you get anything from her?
No.
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 Well, I stopped by the other ones, and this was for $5, and I'm like, for $5, Martian Manhunter, DC.
I didn't even go around because I didn't think it was anything on.
I'm figuring if I got a good. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a nice pickup, man.
Yep, $5. You want to open it?
Do I ever?
Sure.
Do you even know, like, not know the answer to that? I couldn't even get my words out. I was that excited to open them up. No, that's they're cool figures, man. I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I would tease you because I got I got two of one figure that I know you desperately want, but unfortunately they're not here because you already got them.
Oh man, I've been looking. I've been going around everywhere looking
I'm
all
looking
week.
for you.
Every couple of days, I'll go in. Any Batman's here yet? Any Batman's? No Batman's.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Well, I did go. There was nothing. I basically grabbed the rest too. So like I would. Yeah. I'm grabbing them for myself. I got Supergirl and the Flash from the Flash movie, but I don't have another one yet open. I don't know if I'm gonna buy two, but I got one. You know, because they're cool. They're cool. So if I do come across another one, and if I decide about it, I'll let you open it, of course.
And Malgus says he got Cad Bane from Tilly, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I regret not ordering that one.
Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot, but you gotta watch the money.
Oh yeah.
Oh, trust me, there's a lot. Like Steve has got. I'm buying my first hot toy. Star Wars Clone Wars. Commander Cody. Commander Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh God, sorry. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Clone Commander. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I ordered my first Hot Toys as well, which is the Darth Vader Deluxe one.
Oh,
so yeah, I'm excited to get it. Like I never so much as held a Hot Toys before.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I'm beyond excited. I can't wait for that.
Yeah. You know,
speaking of Tilly, I did have a few pickups this week. Are you into G.I. Joes at all?
I do like. I used to collect G.I. Joe and play with them when I was young, but I'm kind of staying away from that because of the other stuff I collect. So
yeah. So I just got this one. I had this one on pre-order, which is Scrap Iron, and it's got this big ass anti-armor drone, which is pretty cool. And I got. Oh, I just dropped something. Shipwreck, which I just did a review on this one.
Yeah, I like that. I like the song, man. That was cool. I like that.
And I got this one here as well, Cobra Copperhead. What else? Oh yeah, I got this one off Tilly as well, which is The Last Ronin.
Yeah.
Well, I have both versions now. I have the armored and the unarmored Ninja Turtle.
Nice.
Picked this one up for my son today. Another Five Nights at Freddy.
Oh, okay.
He loves the Five Nights at Freddy stuff, which is great. Got this one today at Walmart. It was on sale. $15.
Yes, I saw that.
I don't really know much about it, but it did look pretty trippy. So Spawn. I don't have any Spawn figures, so it's pretty cool. And it's Mandarin Spawn. So. And Black Adam, thanks to you, I knew where to get this one too.
There you go.
That was on clearance. And got this one from Tilly. Got the Star Killer. That one's pretty cool. And I got Vader.
That one. All right, so I've been collecting figures for a long time. So like I got so many Vaders, but I do kind of like that. It's like I might get that, you know.
And I got this one off of Marketplace, so it's SH Figure Arts. Super Saiyan Goku.
Yep.
So I got it like pretty good deal on this one, right? So probably half price than what it is brand new. These SH Figure Arts are super expensive, anyways.
Oh, I know. Well, my youngest is into Dragon Ball, and you know, so I get him like the statues, like you sometimes show on there.
Yeah.
And you know, so I was gonna get him some of those figures. He won't want them. He doesn't want them. He doesn't like the joints. You know, the arm. You know, I'm like, are you nuts? I'm on a DNA test.
So ET Zilla wants to know what's a new movie that you want to watch.
Actually, me and my boy just last Tuesday went and saw the Spider-Man movie. I'm thinking about Tuesday, to see Transformers or The Flash.
Oh, okay.
So
cool.
No, so I don't know yet. My boy wants to see Transformers, so it's kind of see what happens. I'm like, Daddy went and saw it anyways. So yeah, it's tough. There's the two left. I can't. If I have to pick one, then it'd be Transformers. I want to see.
Yeah.
I'm always Transformers has been around. But I haven't seen it. But like the Flash is pretty good too. The TV show got me more into the Flash character.
Yeah.
Than DC. Like I didn't mind Flash growing up. It was like, all right, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, okay, whatever. He's like Aquaman.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the TV show, just like, I liked it, and it really got me into it. So I definitely want to see the movie.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious to see what it's all about. I heard a lot of mixed reviews, though.
Yeah. I'm the kind of person, I don't care. I'm going to still see it. You're going to have 90 people. 99% of people say it sucks. I'll still want to see it.
There's a lot of times that critics and other people tore a movie apart, and I'm after sitting down and watching it, and I'm like, man, this is a pretty good movie. I liked it. So I take other people's opinions on it, kind of, I don't know. Everybody got different interests. Everybody got different likes, right? So I don't know. Sometimes they're accurate to how I feel, but I mean, I'm going to view it different than they do anyways, right? And it depends on if you're a super fan. Like, I don't
know. Let's see. Star Trek. Do we still got our Star Trek fan on?
Star Trek fan? Yeah.
I am bad names. So, please forgive me.
Yeah. Dennis Moulton says, yes, it's the Jackie from GameStop, Dennis, and Mount Pearl. Go to her store and buy stuff.
Usually do.
Yeah, so Dennis says Rise of the Beast and Spider-Man is terrific, and he wants to see Flash, but I don't know. I find critics don't have a clue. No, critics don't have a clue, man. I think if you're... they got a very select type of movie that they give high scores to. A superhero movie is exactly what it is. It's a superhero movie.
Exactly.
It's not going to be an artsy movie. You're not going to get blown away by the acting. I mean, you're not going to get blown away by the storyline. And oh my god, what I mean? You know what you're going in for when you do go watch a superhero movie, right?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to grab something, so I'll be right back. So you can still talk. I can hear them.
Yeah. So Malgus says, Solo, a Star Wars story, got terrible, terrible reviews. I personally loved it and thought Buddy did an awesome job as Han. Yeah, he was pretty good, man. I agree. Yep, you do.
All right, so I got... Solo, yes. Like I said earlier, take and put Star Wars on it, I'll watch it. Actually, my stepdad, a couple years ago, I was blown away. He got me a nice bootleg of the Star Wars Holiday Special. And I was like, not bad, I remember watching that when I was a kid at my grandmother's house. So, superhero movie. I don't know if anybody can remember this one. Captain America.
That's pretty old.
I loved it.
I have remember the original Flash series?
The 90s?
It's original, but it's original for me. It's in the 90s, and it's the dude that played Dawson Leary's dad, or from Dawson's Creek. He was the dad on Dawson's Creek. I can't remember his name for the life of me right now.
Yeah, John Wayne. Yeah.
It was super cheesy, but I loved it. Mark Hamill was in it. He was
Trickster.
Oh my god, I can't remember his name, but yeah.
Trickster.
Yes.
Where do you think the Joker came from?
Yeah.
It did. The Batman animation show, Joker. Watch if anybody's seen it, you listen to the Trickster on the Joker. They're close. So you can see building the platform to that.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill's amazing.
Yeah. Corvette Summer. You ever seen that?
No.
I'll loan it to you.
Yeah.
That was, if memory serves me, that was between Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back. He did Corvette Summers.
Oh, okay.
No, and it was like it was. I was young. I was good. I liked it. But on Flash, okay, I do ramble at times, people. Walmart a few years ago. That's the TV. That's the TV show Flash figure. Walmart was getting rid of them clearance for $15. I'm like, all right, I like the series because I got it on DVD. It's like I watched it, and I was like, yeah, I grabbed it. I wish I grabbed more.
Yeah.
I wish I won. But at the time, I just like, yeah, okay, it's cool. Yes, I can open it. I don't want
it. Is that DC? Who makes that? Is it Mattel? Looks like Mattel symbol down the corner.
Yes.
Okay.
My finger was covered on me when I was looking for it.
That's way before DC Direct and all that stuff. So that's cool, man. That looks like awesome bigger.
It is, and like I thought I'll buy another one. And I went on eBay. And I think it was like $60, $80, something like that. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not opening this one. But if I guess you haven't watched the TV show Flash, because he's on it. He plays Barry's father.
Yeah.
And did you watch the TV show Flash?
3 seasons, 2 or 3 seasons. I did get to the part where he's in it though.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I'll just put this over here. Yeah, the Walmart was getting rid of those for $15, and they had Batman Forever one. I have it over there, but and that was 15, so I grabbed one of each. And I kind of wish I grabbed because there was a few.
Yeah.
At the time, I just grabbed one. It was like cool. Now I wish I grabbed more.
I'm always like that though.
Yeah,
I always have regrets when I'm since I started collecting. There's a lot of times that, like going back to remember the Monster Venom wave from Marvel Legends. I don't know if you collected Marvel Legends back then, but his first one I started collecting in 2018, and I bought them for my son. And I'm like, no, they've been on the shelf for a while. They're not going anywhere. And then everything went dry. And then I checked out eBay, and I'm like $60, $40, $80, and I'm like, what the heck, man? But like, it's one of those things that if you don't, like with collecting, a lot of times if you don't see it, if you don't grab it when you see it, you might never see it again.
Yes, exactly.
Right? And it sucks. It sucks. So it's like my like the way I do things now. If I see it and I think it's going to be, you know what I mean, hard to find after, just buy it. And if you don't want it, bring it back. But just grab it.
Yeah. Well. I'm in Star Wars, as you know it. So So I don't think I gave you the Bad Batch yet to do, did I? Did I give you the Bad Batch? Okay, well, when next time you want some Star Wars Bad Batch, I got the complete set of the first one.
Yeah.
And I knew that I was like in my mind, I'm like, that's good. This is gonna catch on, because it was good. I was like, I liked it. So when the figures came up, Steve helped me. I think that's why I don't remember, but anyways. So I was collecting the third set. I'm like, I'm gonna click. I got one for myself to open because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm opening one. The other one closed, so And I grabbed another third. Like I was gonna grab a third set to sit on, and then, wait. I got the ball. Only one I need is Crosshair, and I'm not paying like $90 for it now.
Like
the set.
That's the one that shot up the most, right?
Yeah. Hunter and Crosshair. I got Hunter, so
Echo and Wrecker are pretty easy to find, right?
Oh yeah, like Toys R Us was clearing them up for like
you couldn't give away Wrecker for a bit there, and I jumped on that one. I didn't buy any of the other ones. I got Wrecker because I thought he just looked badass, right? Like awesome looking figure, and I still haven't opened it. It's in my closet somewhere buried, but eventually I'll get to it.
Yeah, well, you don't have to. I can give you one that's already open to you.
I gotta get rid of boxes.
I know. That's why
Malgus says Bad Batch is amazing.
Yeah. Next season,
says Hunter is expensive as hell too. So
yes. Yeah. And now the window, like the plasticness, man. I'm like, no, guys, you're ruining you're ruining it. Like I wanted to get on.
That's why I started opening my G.I. Joes, right? Because I couldn't, I mean, I opened this one up. I still can't get rid of the box. I don't know, but I mean, I have OCD, right? So if if I have all these on display with all the numbers shown, and then this, it drives me nuts because the size is off, right? And then you have this part here, and this is a shiny plastic, and this is like a cardboard, and it just drives me nuts, man. And I'm like, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to open them all up. And then I started to open them up, and then Hasbro announced that they're going back to plastic packaging again. Now, I'm sure it's going to be not as much plastic as this, but I'm like, you son of a...
Yeah. I guess the wallet was hurting.
What's that?
I guess the wallet was hurting for them.
Yes. Yeah, well, Hasbro's all about the dollar. They're not about their collectors. They're consumers or customers or whatever.
Because this is what this is one of my old sayings I always laugh about. And there is swearing. So forewarned, there is swearing.
Beep it out. I'm gonna buy you a personal beep machine for every time you come on the channel.
I'll fix it. Okay, so you love the figures, Star Wars figures. Yep. So what a brilliant idea. Clone Trooper. Oh, there we go. Listen, Clone Trooper, $10.
Yep. Blue.
Clone Trooper, blue, $10. Yellow. Yep. Clone Trooper, $10. It's like you just drew a paint line across their arm and legs, another 10. But now like $20, But brilliant.
So Malga said, OCD, he said he's not joking, Jason. He literally repackages figures better than the manufacturer did originally. So Malgus is after bringing me some figures too, right?
Yeah.
And, I asked him, did he want the packaging back? He's like, no, whatever. I put them back in. Same thing what I did with yours. I got out some Mod Podge and I gracefully cut it open surgically, you know what I mean? And then got some Mod Podge and glued it back together. And yeah, I'm weird, man. I'm weird.
Yeah. When you're like, I even glued it together. I'm like, why? I got it.
Just gonna rip it open anyway. So I'm like, yeah, I know, but mentally I felt better.
That's what, like, cause, Ryan, Jason Conley got me into this group. He invited me, and it's like, oh, cool, like this is cool, and then I saw some advertising for Steve, and he said, shipping Newfoundland, whatever, and so I kind of misunderstood. I said, oh, where are you located? Like, like, are you, and Ryan was the one who replied back and said he's local, and that made a connection with Steve, and then I bought something off of you in Marketplace, but then
that's how I met you.
Yeah, and then it's like, because you're part of that group, it made it more connectable.
Yeah,
and and you're always saying, like, I think I watched you one time, and you're like, well, like, I collect this stuff, but I got to watch the money just like anybody else. That's when I'm like, hey, I got you under Star Wars.
Yeah.
Not all of it's gonna be brand new. I got some, older stuff too. Like, like I said when I was a kid, when I grow up and get a job, I'm gonna buy my own Star Wars toys. So I do, and I enjoy it. It makes me feel young.
Yeah,
I feel
it's just fun. Like sometimes you have a crap day.
Yes.
And I'll come downstairs, honestly, man. I'll have the worst day possible. And then I'll come downstairs and I'll just pick this up. Like the other day, I was having a crappy day. I came downstairs. I did a review. Like, I love this character as a kid. All right? Like, this is the original. Like, but I love it. Like, for whatever reason, I had a connection with Shipwreck.
Yes.
He's a dirtbag. But he's an, like, you know what I mean? But it's, I don't know. He's just a cool character. I liked him. So I came down, I did a review on this one, and I don't like sit down and play with toys where I'm acting out stuff, but I'm here and I'm just like kind of. I'm not judging, man. I'm not judging at all. But I like just like playing around with it and the articulation and stuff like that, just kind of moving them around, posing them, take some pictures, and it relaxed me. All right.
Yeah.
So for anybody that doesn't collect, you can't really explain that. You can't. I tried to explain it, but like the feeling, you can explain the feeling, but you can't at the same time because it's a connection that we got with this stuff that you can't put that into words, right? And that's what I like about it. Yeah, it's like little mini works of art. Like someone crafted that, someone designed it, someone came up with a concept and made it be, and that's what I get fascinated with, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I got something that a lot of people will ask me like Star Wars stuff. What's my favorite things and all that. I do have a couple things in my collection that I thought I would share.
Yeah.
If you're okay.
Yeah, man. Share away.
As a kid, when you went to the theater, I don't know. Like I said, I'm originally from Ontario. So when you made that comment when somebody sold you something that says from Silver Snail.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Godzilla.
Yeah, Godzilla. I'm like, as soon as you said Silver Snail, I'm like, oh yeah, Silver Snail. Oh my god, Silver Snail.
I'm like it all the time, man.
Yeah, and I'm starting to get dry mouth, So that was a store I went to a lot when I was a kid, teenager. It was in Toronto, man. It was the best.
Oh, okay.
2 floors. Bottom floor is comics. Top floor is toys and collectibles. And I used to go. I first lived in Toronto. Then I lived out of Toronto. Me and my buddy sometimes we'd go Saturday morning, drive into Toronto. First thing in the morning, wait for the door open, then we scurry up the stairs to look for Star Wars figures. So that was a good place. But then they relocated, and I'm sorry, but last time I went there, I didn't like it. Sorry, but the old way was better.
Yeah.
But that was awesome when you said that name. I'm like, oh man, memory lanes.
Yeah.
So back in Ontario, when in the theaters, they used to have I call them photo lobbies. Yeah. So what they would be is pictures of shots of them. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the camera move.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. And I remember even being this this kind of black frame, the theater I used to go to, and it's even got LucasArts, 20th Century Fox, so it's original.
Yeah.
And I found it at a flea market in Ontario one time for $7, and I'm like, man, that just triggers so many memories. Awesome. So, and then I looked for the baseball card of it to try and match up the pictures, so I joined them together.
Yeah.
So, I had a buddy work at a theater, and he gave me. It's actually the trailer. I don't keep it in well condition, but it's the trailer of Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
He's like, Jay, you can't sell this on eBay. I'm like, do you know me?
No, I would not sell that.
Like,
that's really pretty awesome, man.
Those are like my thing. You got to watch your money and stuff like that. So let's, when you get it for free or next to nothing, yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but toys, man,
yeah,
50 years old, and I grow and still collect toys, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'm 39. I only started 2018. I was a late bloomer. My son got me into it, and I love it, man. And same thing with this YouTube stuff. I'm loving it. Like, it's a good pastime, and because of YouTube, I connected with so many people that I never would have met. So many other collectors. So it's like, yeah, it's a great community, man. I love collecting. I love toys.
Well, that's what I like about how I met you, and I met Steve, and I finally met Ryan for the first time. Bought something off him. It was nice to meet him. Like I see other people post in the community, sort of thing. Buy things here and there. It's nice because here in Newfoundland, it's you're limited.
Yeah, you are. You are very limited.
Yeah, like back home was awesome. Like I can take a weekend, go to London, go to Buffalo, go Toronto, Niagara Falls, whatever, to conventions, no problem.
Yeah.
Here, I went through withdrawal. I was like,
I need some plastic.
Yeah. But it's still nice. It's still nice to get in touch with people here, and like
for sure.
Jackie's nice. I think Jackie's wonderful. She's a funny lady.
Jackie's all right. She's all right sometimes. What?
She can be crooked sometimes when she doesn't
get. Jackie's awesome, man.
She gets cranky when she doesn't get taco. Yeah.
Did you make her any tacos yet?
I know. And you know what? And I told you, Jackie, the last time I said I was making tacos for dinner that night, that's actually the last time I made tacos. Honest truth. Honest truth. I'm trying to remember if I made another night, but I don't think I have. I think I still got the taco packets in the cupboard.
And now just wants to know if he sends me a picture of a collector's item the show to you. And yeah, sure, send it along, man. I'll send it to Jason, see what he thinks about it. And Jackie says you still haven't bought me tacos.
I wouldn't, if I was going to bring you tacos, I wouldn't buy the tacos. Unless Taco Bell open up. You'll definitely be running for the border.
Or the toilet.
Yeah. I used to run a bit.
August got it's I don't know if you can see it, Jason, but it's
no, I'm gonna apologize because your screen and my
it's the original VHS.
Oh
trilogy.
yeah. I think I got that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yep. Oh yeah. Every time they release a special edition on something, I bought it. I did have Star Wars on Laserdisc, but I sold it before I moved here.
Oh, okay.
And I kind of
it's cool to have on VHS. Be cool on Laserdisc too, because didn't last very long, so super rare, right?
Yeah. I worked at a video store when that came out, when they released that on VHS.
Yeah.
And they had a cardboard stand-up of Vader, of the first one, the New Hope one, how the Vader and the X-Wing.
Yeah.
Actually. You know what?
Take us for a ride.
All right, I'm going to see if I can get in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so when you bought the video, I'm going bald? When you tell me these things? Sorry. So when you bought the VHS box set at Jumbo Video when I worked there,
yeah,
that was the poster they gave you. It was nice. It was a good size poster.
Yeah.
So I got a buddy to laminate it for me. And they had a cardboard stand up. I had one of those too, and it was awesome. But I wasn't going to pay to move it, ship it here to Newfoundland, so I gave it to a buddy of mine. And I think he said he still has it in the attic. I'm like, great. Well, you can put it in the basement.
Jackie says you brought her free laundry detergent instead of tacos.
I came in. I said, I have the bear gift.
Yeah. I didn't bring you tacos, but I bought you some laundry detergent.
Yeah. No. Oh, I got one for you to open next. Or for you to open. I'm holding off for you. DC.
Oh, yeah.
Aquaman. Oh.
Yeah.
I've had this for a while, but I just never opened it. But
DC,
it was DC Multiverse Justice League movie.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Jason Momoa.
Yes.
Cool.
No. So that's for you to open.
And Payne's Toy Samples says stopping in to say hey and press the like button. Thank you very much. I appreciate you stopping by. And Malgus says, dude, that would look awesome in my Star Wars room. So he's referring to your poster. I think that look awesome in anybody's room, man. That's a sick poster. I'm loving it.
Oh, okay. I feel comfortable enough. I feel comfortable enough for Star Trek fans.
Holy shit, dude.
And I just I got, because it's lower. Sorry, I'm trying to see what I'm doing with my camera.
Yeah, no worries. You're doing good. You're doing good. I got a glimpse of your collection, so I'm pretty excited there.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, a bit of Star Trek. You gotta get a bit of everything. No. That's why when you
it's funny. You got some guys that get excited by looking at pictures of women. I got more excited when you spun that camera around. I seen your collection than I ever did looking at a woman, right? My wife got no worries with me cheating, man. All I need to do is buy an action figure. I'm good.
Exactly. Oh yeah. It's like
action figures don't talk back.
I was going to work one morning. I was having my morning coffee, I was going through Facebook, and it was one of those memes that says, "Let's test this theory. Who loves you more? Put your wife and your dog in the trunk of the car. Come back in an hour and see who's happy to see you." Oh my
yeah, for sure.
Oh my God, that was close. So sometimes I do go in my little tangent or wander off. So I just whip me back in shape or something like that.
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I'll just be home while upstairs, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna watch a movie, and I'm just sitting there, and like half hour passes, and I have no clue what I did. To be honest, I don't know if I'm asleep while I'm like sitting up or what, but I just doze off or drift away, man.
Yeah.
You got anything pre-ordered that you're excited about?
I know I got some stuff from Steve. I do a couple other things coming, like the one I'm actually is the Hot Topic one. That's the one, but that's like next year.
Hot Toys?
Yeah, the Hot Toy. That's the one I'm really looking forward to. And
I'm looking forward to Vader, but I'm not looking forward to paying for Vader.
Yeah. Well, that's a bit like that's the first big the closest out of very expensive I've got was the Millennium Falcon, the big one. That was like $250 at Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Got a nice bonus at work, got a promotion, so I said to the ex-wife now, that I'm going to buy that ship. And she's like, "Yeah, go ahead." I'm like, you got bonus and a rate and promotion. Go for it. It's like, yes, So I'm glad I did that. But that was the most expensive item I ever bought in my collection. Now that's not really fair because there's times I bought $10 figures and bought like 10 of them. But
one specific item.
So it's like, but yours, Starkiller, the one that you just got from Steve. I got the first one from the video game, Force Unleashed.
Yeah.
So, and then that one I got one coming from him as well. It's ready. I already got one as well because you got shipment, but I just never got picked it up yet. And I got one ready open because a few years ago I think I talked to you about this. Oh Jesus, 8 years. No, Christ. It's while I was here in Newfoundland, so it's like within the 12 years. Black Series came out in the smaller figures, but it was a black card. And I'm kind of wondering that's where the idea of Black Series came from. So it's like they went from the 375 or whatever size that you want to call them, the smaller ones, to now the 6-inch.
Yeah.
So it's like, I always want to get that one carded, the original. Yeah. But I never did, but I got the Black Series one. So I'm like, sweet. So I open up, but I got the package still, one open, one sealed. So when you do your review on that one, I'll bring that one over so you can do it with both of them.
Yeah, sure.
What you like?
Sounds good to me.
He's like, just give me stuff.
Just give me toys. What the heck? My wife loves it because now I don't need to buy stuff, right? You can I get it here, I do a review, and I ship it back out.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Well, that's why when I got in contact with you when we first started this, it was like, listen, like I get it, like it's a hobby, it's a passion, it makes you happy, makes you feel young. Still, I'm sorry, it still makes me feel young, you know. But I get it because it's money, you got to spend. So it's like that's why I'm like, hey. Because for me, I would just open it up, okay, like you, on a shelf. Yeah. But at least it's getting a purpose now, Yeah. I feel good about that, Yeah. So there's times where I'm like, I'm gonna get this for him to open.
You don't need to go down that path, but
no, I know. I'm like, I basically like stand beside myself. I'm like, really? I'm like, what?
I would appreciate it, but I don't want you to do that.
And then you were really like me.
I already like you, dude.
Okay. I'm gonna have to say this. Because it's like when you came to my work and picked up and you were talking about, hey, let's get together and do this one. I'm like, yeah. We're like, I said, well, I'm in the process of fixing up my room still, so like it looks like crap right now, Yeah. And so as soon as you walked away, what the first thing came to my head when you come on, I was just like, fun with flags. Now, if you're a Big Bang Theory person to watch the Big Bang, you should know that fun with flags. I'm like,
Sheldon.
Yeah.
That's Amy Farrah Felder. My God, what's her name?
Yeah.
Fowler. Amy. My daughter loves her. Oh my God, I'm gonna call her Blossom, but I can't remember her character.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Well, yeah, she's Fun with Flags was awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm like. As soon as you asked me that, I'm like, fun with flags. Cool.
So Malgus says, let's go halves on Vader and display it at his house.
Yeah. It's like, I'll get back to you.
And Malgus said, I watched Tremblet sweat on camera opening up one of my Anakins. I'll never understand keeping it in a package. I bit my tongue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he had a Anakin Skywalker still, like the archive one, still on card, and the card was mint, and he gave it to me the review, and I'm like, I don't want to open it, right? And he's like, I'll open it. I'm gonna open it anyways, and I'm like, I got really anxious about opening it. I'm like, this don't feel right, man.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's different. I don't know what it is. Like boxes, I'm fine with. Like I can open up boxes, but when you get down to like vintage cards and stuff like that, it just looks nice, and I hang them on my wall.
Yeah, exactly.
If that was in a box, that'd be open by now.
Yeah.
Right. But I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you see my pictures. I've sent you my pictures of how I keep them stored. You know? You run a wall space. You know.
Oh yeah, you do.
No, and it's like, and it was like, I figured a way to do it. It was like, all right, it works for me.
Even with like first when I started collecting with Marvel Legends, I would open them up, play around with them a bit. Before I even started the YouTube channel, I would open them up, play around with them a little bit, put them back in the box, and put them on my shelf. And I used to have them all displayed going this way on my shelf. All right, but excuse me. Pretty quickly, I ran out of space, and I'm like, you know what? I got to get rid of boxes, right?
Yeah.
Then I took them out of the boxes, and I put them in a bag, and I put my boxes out in the shed. And then the shed got full. And then I'm like, okay, well, I got to get rid of some boxes. So then I,
And they'll get ruined outside in the shed, cardboard.
Yeah.
They're not. So it's like, it's like, you got to keep in a warm place or,
Yeah.
So like, a while back, we were trying to sell the house. So I had stored a lot of my stuff in storage, and it wasn't storage. And it was in there for almost a year. And, the house wasn't selling. And it's like, okay, gotta get the stuff out of storage. I can't leave it in there. And lucky for me, only one got damaged. The moisture. The rest were excellent. So only one was a little bit damaged. So it was like, it wasn't a big one. So I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they're saying now, it's not even worth keeping the boxes. It's, so it's like, so when I get one like. One in the box and one open. The one I open, the box goes in the garbage. But somebody keeps giving them back to me.
I'm sorry, man.
Damn
it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right giving it back to you and not in a package. Sometimes, like I don't know if I did it with yours or if I did it with Nathan's. I actually cut a piece of tape off and put it on there to make it look like it was factory sealed. I don't know why I did that, but I just got a problem, man. I don't think you take away the joy of you opening it up. If it's already in a bag and stuff like that, I took that from you. So I like unboxing stuff. I like taking stuff out and the first, like the feeling when you unbox a figure and stuff like that, and you look at it for the first time, play around with it. I don't want to take that away from anybody, so I put it back in the package. I get it. And I get it. And I do appreciate that. So I do appreciate it because the first, like the Doctor Strange, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's fun of it, right? It's a fun part.
I think you
for
did
anybody that celebrates Christmas. What if you woke up Christmas morning and everything was already unboxed just there?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure you did tape one of the ones you get back to me, and I'm like, and somehow just end up near the one I had still sealed. So I'm like, shit. One is actually open because I remember because I even took it out of the package, sort of thing. Looked at it before I gave it to you. So I took it out of the package carefully so you can do a nice review on it. And so I'm like, I found it. I'm like, look at it, and like, damn, he's good.
I'll try. I'm just mentally ill. That's all.
Yeah. Oh, but and now you got Star Wars figures coming out, game grade, so they're from the video games now. And it's like, like why don't you just repossess my house?
Just take it all now, man. I'll just move out.
I'll just take it on.
Live in my car with a trailer in tow and just fill it up with action figures.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's they're crafty. I mean, they know what they're doing to get people's money, right?
Yep. Oh yeah.
But it's,
well, that's on the group there. Somebody posted they found the Princess Bride McFarlane figures at the Dollarama.
Yeah.
I always get the names mixed up. Dollarama or Dollarama because there's
Dollarama.
Dollarama. Thank you.
Yeah.
We had Dollarama. Whatever. Anyways, so I'm like, oh sweet, because I like that movie. So I got 2 of them. So got the. Where are they?
I ended up finding those 2 at Dollarama. I got 3 of them. I got Dread Pirate Roberts, I got Montoya, and I got Princess Buttercup in the red dress.
Yeah.
And then the following week at GameStop, there was Dread Pirate Roberts without the mask on. I call it the Zorro mask, but it's the Beyond mask one. So I have 4 of those there kicking around somewhere.
Nice, yeah.
4 figures, $20, man. You can't go wrong, right?
No, exactly. No.
Malgus said, if you had 2 of the same figures, the one Tremlet resealed and factory sealed, Tremlets will be worth more.
Oh, man, can you sign the package next time?
I don't have that many subscribers yet.
We'll work on it.
Yeah.
Unless you ban me from your site,
No.
Hopefully everybody's having a good time so far tonight. No.
Hey man, we're having a good time. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Screw everybody else. No. I'm joking, man.
I should give a shout out to Time Master here in town's not bad.
No, I was there earlier tonight. Me and my daughter. I picked my daughter up. She was on a date. 16 years old, and she's dating. But I picked her up from her date, and she wanted to go out to her friends after. And I'm like, okay, well, I got to stop at Time Masters because it's right there, and I can't go without stopping in there. So I went in, and they have a lot of cool stuff, man. They have a Godzilla model kit that's about this big.
Yeah.
And you got to paint it and everything else. But I'm like, man, I've been looking at it, and it's $90. And then you got to buy all the paint and glue and all, you know what I mean? You got to buy all the stuff. And I'm like, but still, it's big. It's a big ass Godzilla, And you can't buy it in figure form, and it's hard to find. It's find it in statue form. So, and I like doing model kits. So I don't know, man. Next time you have a sale or any kind of 25% off or 20% off or anything like that, I'm going right for that one. I'm going to grab it.
Yep. No, all the places in town, Heroes and Hobbies and Downtown Comics and.
I don't go Downtown Comics very often anymore. But.
No. Yeah, not the rude. So if she's watching, sorry, I'm not there. I even told him personally, it's I don't read comics anymore. Only set of comic books I ever had is the original Transformers.
Yeah,
that was it. I got a couple other rare things. Not rare, but different ones. Here and there, scattered ones you could like. But I'm not into the comics, the graphic novels and stuff like that. It's just, I don't. I'll look at the picture a little bit and you're like, oh, cool, okay, but
So does she still carry toys? Did she stop ordering toys?
She got some stuff, but she doesn't really, out of respect, she doesn't got like Jason did.
Yeah, no.
Jason was Jason, he knew what people liked.
Yeah.
He was connected with people like us,
Yeah, because I seen a poster a while back. She said she's it's her, not her beliefs, but her morals or whatever, that she feels that plastic is harmful to the environment, so she don't want to have it in her store.
Yeah. No, and I get it.
It is what it is. I mean, it's her store right now. You know what I mean? But it's a hobby store and it's a comic book store.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's it's her choice, but obviously. It's not the same. All right.
No, exactly. And that's understandable. It's her way. And it's not who she is, and I respect that. And that's no problem. I was in there 2 weeks ago, and I bought a Funko Pop figure, Hercules from the '90s, TV show. Kevin Sorbo.
Really?
Yeah, because
Kevin Sorbo.
My oldest boy, he's away, so we used to watch that together when he was young. It was a dad and son thing. So I even sent him a picture, look what I found.
You know what I'd like to have a figure of? Obviously, you know, I mean, Kevin Sorbo was awesome, but I'd like to have, was it 1960s or 50s? The Hercules.
Uh,
Like like very old school
yeah.
Hercules. With the black little fucking, with the black strap going around and
yeah. Just like the old cartoon Hercules. Hercules.
Yeah, that one. That's what I'm talking about. I would love to have a few figures. Like I would love for someone to go back and do those figures. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, Super 7, I believe that name is company that makes things. I was at Time Master one time and they had Thundercat Lionel.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's probably reserved. Somebody goes, no, that's for sale. And I'm like, yeah, not anymore.
Yeah, it's like 80 or 90 bucks though. Like they're expensive.
Yeah, I know. You know,
Did you open it or?
Oh, it's cool looking. Like I haven't opened it, but I don't want to.
No.
The box and everything is just you know, this.
You have a lot of QC issues though, eh? Like I want to dive into the rabbit hole and collect them, and I wanted the Ninja Turtles, right? But apparently, there's a lot of QC issues. So if I ever bought one, I would keep it in the package. To be honest, like they're cool. They're cool to have. Paint apps on it. They look cool, right? But I'm just you know, they break, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, hang on. So, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, well, Transformers, speaking of, like, you know, thing. So, Toys R Us exclusive a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
To be honest, you know, I'm like, no way, you know, like that's cool, you know. Grabbed it, and you know, at the time I was married, and I said to the wife, I said, if that's not under the Christmas tree, divorce papers will be. She's like, I get it. Shit, she probably took me seriously one day. But look what I got.
Yeah, you got it anyway.
She was like, it's me or the Transformer.
See you later.
So I had it, and I open it, go to try to transport, move the leg, snap.
Oh, okay.
No, it wasn't like, oh, you can pop it back in. No, it's snapped.
Snap, yeah.
You know, I was like, oh.
That's what I told you. Remember when you gave me the Doctor Strange Marvel Slick?
Yeah.
Same thing. I took out Green Goblin, super excited, opened it up, and just seriously, man, like gently went like this, like because I'm not like I'm very like gentle with other people's stuff, and I'm really gentle with my stuff too, right? It's not like I get my stuff and I'm like, yeah, but I'll take it. And I went like this, dude, and that was it. It just fell off in my hands. I'm like, wow. Like and I glued it, but it's not the same. Like Green Goblin's awesome, right? Like you don't see a lot of Green Goblin stuff.
Yeah.
So I was very excited, and it broke like that right out of the package.
That sucks.
And I actually had a McFarlane. The same thing happened. Was Red Hood, and I took it out, and even like during the review, I just went like this with his wrist. Went like this, came off of my hand. And I was like, my God, really? And it was nothing. I contacted McFarlane, and they wouldn't do anything. They wanted a receipt, and unfortunately, like, you know where we bought our stuff from, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, it's a generalized receipt, and it wasn't good enough for them because they wanted like a physical store, like Walmart or GameStop or something.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I mean,
now bear with me, sorry, because my battery's getting low, so I got everything set up ready to do it. Just got to kind of relocate something things to do it. There we go. So now I'm back up a bit, so I'm not so close because I'm going to bring it close. Not. Oh, just to finish off.
Oh,
that's the one you're opening.
Feel free to drop more stuff if you want. No.
Just to finish on that note, this is a brand new one. It was very nice. I don't know who it was, but this is a while back at Toys R Us. When I took it back to replace it, they were all sold out, and it was literally like 3 months later there was one on the shelf. So I asked to speak to the manager, and I explained. She's like, "Yeah, that was common." She goes, "Bring it in, put this in." She looked at the places, put his name on it. He'll be back like tomorrow to pick it up, and they let
okay.
me. So I never open it; it's still
No.
sealed.
Yeah,
No.
I don't blame you.
I'm not gonna touch it.
No, it looks nice in the box anyway.
Yeah, it does. But there's sometimes you get businesses that are good. They're good, and they know how to treat their customers.
Yeah.
It's like when you order from like Amazon, I'm prepared for it to be damaged.
Yeah.
So it's like I ordered a Soka. I got a Soka 6-inch, an extra one to open for like $20. When I got it, the box was damaged, but I was okay with it because I was planning to open it anyway. So I'm like, I don't care.
I used to buy stuff on warehouse deals all the time. So that it's coming, like the package is already damaged on it, right?
Yeah.
But I'll save like $10 or $15, and I didn't care because, like I said, I opened it anyway. So
yeah, well, I just got in the mail from last week. One of the I can't remember, from Obi-Wan Kenobi. You already did a review on it. One of the Sith brothers, like the Inquisitor. I can't remember who it was now. But it was an extra one. It was like for me to open to pull because I'm trying to watch my money with the 6-inch because they are expensive, like $40 bucks.
Yeah.
So two. If you want one to open, well, there's $80 there. Jackie's probably got a calculator, and she's like her and Steve are like little drug dealers. They get us hooked.
Oh yeah.
Steve, we need our fix.
Yeah. Oh man, plastic is a drug. It is. Yeah. It's addiction.
This is not, it's, but
you know what I mean.
It makes us happy.
Oh, yeah. So is drugs. It's a lesser evil, though.
Yeah.
You're not physically doing harm to your body, I guess. So it's just your bank account.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of, we were talking about Ryan earlier. He just watched the Flash movie. And he said it's held back by terrible CGI. It's like PS2 era graphics.
Yeah.
It's like watching a PS2 game. Like, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah. But
who cares? It's Batman. Batman's in it. I mean, I went back there a couple weeks ago and I watched the first Batman movie. Man, that's like, it looks horrible though.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, like it's yeah. So I mean, I still love that movie. So Batman's in this. Obviously, it's got to be an upgrade from that, right? 20, 30 years later. But
I got my stepfather worked for the Globe and Mail, and every time once a year they had to sign an auction, and they had a bomber jacket, had from Batman Forever, had the Riddler, like Jim Carrey's Riddler symbol on the back, all the green color and stuff, like awesome looking. And on the front pouch, at the front of the chest, it said "Crew of Batman Forever."
Oh, okay.
And I was like, he won it for me. Not, oh man, I still have it.
Yeah.
I wear it once in a while, just like because it's old,
Yeah.
And a lot of people seen it beforehand in Ontario. They're like, "You sell me your jacket?" I'm like, "No,
no chance."
It's on topic of Batman. Like a lot of people for that movie, like George Clooney always says like, "Oh, I feel bad for that. I did that." It's like, man, you're all right. George Clooney was okay.
Yeah. At the time, it was good.
Okay. So here's what I thought of. Okay, Val Kilmer. Okay, so Val Kilmer as Bruce Wayne. No. So you're too young.
Yeah.
Too young looking. As Batman wasn't bad because the attitude sort of thing. George Clooney as Bruce Wayne, yes.
Yeah.
Batman was okay, but we can get a bit of can we do a CHI? So when you have Bruce Wayne scene, you do George Clooney, and then when you have Batman scene, we do Val Kilmer.
So that being said, who is your favorite Batman?
Have you touched him?
Gotta ask. Val Kilmer?
Not really. Yeah.
Well,
definitely Keaton.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And in second?
Yeah. Adam West. Like for more adult movie wise. Like it's tough because I'm a big Keaton fan. I've always been a Michael Keaton fan since Johnny Dangerfield when he first came out in his movie. Night Watch, Night Shift, sorry, Mr. Mom, Gun Ho. Like even before he did Batman, I was a Keaton fan.
Yeah.
So when they announced that Michael Keaton was going to play Batman, I'm like, wow, because the way he can go to like he acts like Bruce Wayne and he can act like Batman.
Yeah.
So it was good. I liked it.
Yeah. No, he's a phenomenal actor, right?
Yeah. Like Man in Black is okay. Like I said, the other ones are all right. Like I said, it's somebody telling a story.
Yeah.
So like George Clooney thinks he ruined Batman. No, he didn't. But it was the stupid effects and some of the storylines. It wasn't you as Batman's ruined. Like
Clooney's an awesome actor, right?
Yeah, like he's a good actor.
Yeah.
But yeah, some people don't like his own. It's just like Ryan Reynolds and Green Lantern. I like Green Lantern.
I thought Green Lantern was a good movie.
I thought
I'm not the biggest Green Lantern fan, but
once again,
I got it on Blu-ray. I've probably seen that movie 5 or 6 times or more.
If I ever meet him, I would say, "Hey, I liked it. Thank you."
No, I thought it was a good movie. I don't understand how to hate on it.
I don't know. But he has to be thankful because that's how he met his wife.
Yeah.
Can't really say you ruined it. You regret doing it because you met your wife there. That's how they met. To
be honest with you, I didn't have a clue who Green Lantern was before that because, like I said, I'm not the biggest DC guy, right? I'm more. I grew up on Marvel, right? So, only for Ron Reynolds playing Green Lantern, I would have eventually, once I got into collecting that stuff, would have realized who he was. But yeah.
Yeah.
So Green Lantern, Ryan Reynolds put Green Lantern on the map for me. So it's not all bad.
No, exactly. It is what it is. Like I got all those movies. Even ones that are terrible, I still have them. Because once in a while I watch them. I like them. Yeah. It's a comic book movie. It's
Rat
just
Face
like
44 says, "Hi guys, hey Rat Face, how's it going, man? Thanks for stopping by." Malgus says the hate was Ryan Reynolds. So, see, Malgus doesn't like Ryan Reynolds, right?
Well, that's fair. That's fair. That's okay. That's all right. We won't dislike you.
I don't need that negativity.
Can you people see what I got in the background? Even I like that movie. That's Suzanne.
I haven't seen it yet.
The second one. My son.
I haven't seen the second one yet. It's on Lion. It's on cable.
Yeah, Crave.
Oh, Crave. Yeah. So I'm probably going to end up watching that. I don't know if I'll watch it tonight or not, but I found it last night when I was flicking through on demand, and I'll watch it. First one was okay.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. That's even like Black Adam. People tore Black Adam apart. I'm like, man, it's not that bad. Like it's
not.
It's a superhero movie, like we were talking about earlier. It's what do you expect, right?
Yep. It's actually too bad. Like the Superman and Black Adam thing won't be happening, but
yeah, that would have been pretty awesome to be honest with you.
The end of that, I'm like, yeah, it's like a little tease, but we're gonna take it away from you now. Too bad. Sorry.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, you liked it? You really liked it? Too bad.
Yeah, we'll take it away from you.
Yeah. I was like, oh,
it's too bad though. I would have liked to see Cavill carry on with Batman or with Superman for sure.
Yeah, it would have been nice. And he made a good Superman, but I'm so the people who have portrayed Superman, played Superman. Of course, it's always Christopher Reeves is always the best.
Yeah,
he was Superman. George Reeves, the TV show wasn't too bad. I watched. I didn't watch him when it was brand new, but it was rerun. He was kind of cool too. It wasn't bad. But Christopher Reeves, when it first came out, oh man, like they said, he made it think a man could fly. Yeah. So it was awesome.
Yeah.
I don't want to say anything about the Flash movie because I already know some things. So it's like, I don't want to ruin it for you in case you.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it eventually.
Yeah. I read something, and I kind of really had a hunch about it, but and it's like, yeah, I knew it, but I don't want to ruin it in case you haven't read anything about it. Yeah,
Malgus says Witcher 3 soon. Henry Cavill was born to play Geralt of Rivia. So are you into The Witcher?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I am going to rewatch it. I had started watching it, and I think I did watch the first season. But I'm gonna be fair. I didn't get a fair chance because also times when it was on, I was just putting around the house. So I do want to watch it and sit down and watch it because I know it would be good. I just haven't done it yet.
So have you played games and stuff like that?
Yep, play games. Since day one.
I still haven't played. I still haven't finished The Witcher. I started it like multiple times, but I still never actually.
Oh, sorry, the game. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the show Witcher. No, not the game. I haven't played the Witcher game.
Oh, okay.
I thought the show. Sorry.
I was first, and then I.
Oh, okay.
I always start off with one thing and go into the other.
Oh, no problem. No, I haven't played the Witcher game. I play Batman. Man, Batman games are awesome.
Yeah.
Green Lantern. I think I got Thor on Wii U where you had to use the numbers.
Oh, okay. I haven't played any of those games.
Spider-Man game. Okay, Spider-Man Web of Shadow game for the Wii.
That's supposed to be an awesome game. I don't remember playing it though.
All right, so this is 14A.
Yeah. Language warning.
So when I used to play that game, sometimes at nighttime when the kids were in bed, you go outside. Yeah. And I'll be sitting on the couch I had in front of a big screen TV playing that game. And I'll be like, and you gotta do a certain way to swing. One night I was like swinging around buildings. I got so nauseous. I'm like, okay, never playing this game in that situation.
No. It seems like a lot of effort to do that. I don't know.
I still have it. Oh man, no. So but TV shows and TV shows when I was growing up, it was basically like the Cable Guy movie. That's my babysitter, So movies, TV shows, toys, as kids, growing up, you like them. They make you feel good,
Yeah.
And that adrenaline rush when you go to a store and you found that figure that you want, and you're like, and it's right in front of you, like the Holy Grail. You're like, we went to Toys R Us one time with my girlfriend. I'll get it.
Yeah.
Read about this as a Transformer. I read about it was coming out, and I'm like, it was only going to be available in the States, and I'm like, oh well, shit happens, And then went to Toys R Us one day, and I saw it on the bottom shelf, 3 boxes, and the girlfriend was beside me. I literally almost threw her back to the other shelf. Jetfire. Jetfire was one of my favorite characters as well in Transformers. I'm like, Jetfire, literally knocked into the I think it was like War Games behind that section at the time.
Yeah.
So every now when we go to Toys R Us, she kind of stays back a bit.
Don't get in my way. There's no stopping me once I start moving.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Mr. Tilly is here.
Oh, sweet.
So Mr. Tilly said 2 good-looking guys right there.
That's okay. You probably, well, you have to rewind now to see we were talking about you.
Yeah, all good stuff. We were talking about how you're our dealer. Sounds like a drug dealer, but it's plastic crack.
Yeah, and you love it when he's a sneaky little dealer too, because he'll send you a little picture like, "Oh, I got this in." You don't have to leave your home. You can say, "I'll buy it."
Yeah, no, it's like the G.I. Joes came in the other day, and I'm like, "Can I come get them now? Are you home?" I was probably on the way before, me and he could even read it. To be honest with you, he didn't even read the message, and I was already on the way out to the car.
Yeah.
He's got to deal with people like me, right?
Yeah. Well, me and him talking. I'm like, I just tell him, you let me know. I know my stuff is good.
Yeah.
He's not gonna leave on the country what I have so far given him. And he's like, yes, I think I'm good.
I can probably sell some body parts and I still wouldn't have enough.
Yeah. Well, like I said earlier, he got me. Like, he's like, "Do you want me to reserve you one?" I'm like, "You're a fucking butcher."
Stop being so good at your job, Steve.
I think I text back to him. I said, "I hate you." Yeah, that's a the emperor going, "Do it, do it." Oh. Yeah, he's another one. Actually, speaking of ordering that you were saying, another one is the Mandalorian Naboo fighter. I broke down. I got him to put me down for one.
I'm pretty sure I got that one too, and
it's like,
I don't know what I'm doing, man. Every day I wake up and I just question what I'm doing with my life, and he says it's Malgus says plastic is the new crack, and then Steve said it's a pleasure. And Malgus says debates removing paper and plastic from Facebook. I could go broke just scrolling through his page.
Oh yeah. Oh, trust me, there's stuff he's on there, and I'm like, oh, I would like that.
Oh yeah, no, it's horrible.
Don't worry, Steve. You make me drew on your Facebook. The girlfriend thinks I'm looking at porn, but it's really your site.
Oh yeah, toys are better. Ratface says DJC is my toy dealer. Awesome. Naboo Starfighter and E-Collectibles. Yeah. I heard a lot of stuff about DJC and E-Collectibles as well.
I don't think I heard that one.
All right. But yeah, the thing with paper and plastic, I mean, if you have a friend that sells stuff, you know what I mean, support local, right? Yeah. And he's
and he's fair. He's not outrageous, right? He's fair. Like, he's basically the same price in the store, which is perfect, But
you're not going to get that customer service anywhere else, though. I can tell you that.
It's only his hands touching it, and he just looks to make sure that his shipment's right, and then he's like, "All right, here you go."
Yeah.
Like he loves it when I buy two, and he's like, "Hey, one of the packages a little damaged. Do you mind taking it?" I'm like, "No problem, buddy." He loves that.
Yeah. No, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. No,
and Steve Tilley says, two of you guys venturing into one hot toy each. Yeah. We were just talking about that earlier.
Yeah. Oh, he's like a kingpin right now. He's like, your soul is mine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's got his hope now, right?
Yeah. He's like,
he owns us, man.
Can you see him now like as Pinky in the Brain? I'm planning to rule the world.
Take over the world one sale at a time. See, my plan is like I don't know if I can even move my camera. I just hit my microphone, but I would like to have all this crap gone. Mm-hmm. Not crap, but like it's a mess all the time.
Yep.
Right, and I would like to have maybe like 5 or 6 hot toys on each shelf, and not have. I think that one up there is like 60 or 70 figures. Probably another 20 or 30 on that one. I would just like to have like 5 or 6 going across on each shelf. And not have all the stuff that I got.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting sick of the clutter and sick of the mess and all that stuff.
I get like that too. There's times where we're like, okay, I gotta calm down.
You got a full area where you can display your stuff. I just got this little area here, right?
Yeah.
So I'd say 90% of my collection is in boxes.
That's what I used to have when I was married. Guess what?
Yeah.
I went to work one day. Personal.
It's there. It's all in the hallway. That closet. There's 2 closets back there. It's full. Those paper boxes right here. There's about 120 figures in each one of those.
Oh, those bins are not bad to store them in the drawer bins.
Yeah, but those paper boxes. There's 120 figures in each paper box.
Oh, okay. Oh, those are the paper, like Home Depot paper boxes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see it now.
So, give you a rough idea of how many figures is there and how many figures that I have. and they're just there. They're just in paper boxes. I can't display them. I can't look at them. I can't do nothing. Right?
That was
so.
You showed me that picture. You sent it to me a while back when we started talking. Yes.
So now it's like I can never display it, right? And I'm like,
No.
I don't see us moving into a bigger house anytime soon. So it's like, it's just there, and I would like to have maybe 20 pieces on my shelf that I can look at instead of like 1,000 action figures in boxes that I can't look at. You know what I mean?
Just keep in mind the kids will eventually move out.
I take their bedrooms.
Yeah. Yeah.
Malcolm said Steve starts an OnlyFans with his page.
He's like, you like my plastic?
Yeah. this one's in 12 inches.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Malcolm says three of us go three ways on Vader and display it at his house. No, you're not getting us to pay for your Vader, dude. I'll send you pictures.
There you go. Yeah.
I'll bring it to work with me so you can touch it, and then I'm taking it back.
We can go through legal systems and do like visitations by court papers, so like we care in there,
We go half on it. Kelly says two great choices for sure. This guy can force choke.
I went to this is a part of the humor joke, when the marriage ended and I went to work and the coworker is like, he's like comes up to me, he's like, hey man, like I heard what happened, I'm sorry. I said, yeah, it is what it is, like I'll get through, like it's life, He's like, oh, so like you're not gonna have a Star Wars room anymore? I'm like, no, I'm gonna have a Star Wars house.
Yeah, full house of Star Wars now, buddy.
Not a room anymore. You're gonna have a house.
I upgraded.
Oh man, But yeah, it's that's the other thing. Like you're like, where am I gonna put this stuff?
I'm to the point now I don't even care.
Yeah.
It's getting. We had a good $5 Friday last week. Not last Friday. Friday before.
Yeah,
and
Jackie.
I ended up getting like 20. But it's all over
Friday, and I said to Jackie, I'm like, you got nothing. She's last week was better. I'm like, thanks.
Oh, I went everywhere, dude. Like I'm there before they open, Rick, and I'm just it's kind of sad, really.
One of your first videos I saw, $5 Friday, and if you ever want to get rid of it, I'll give you $5 back for it. Is the black Superman one? It was the white. If you do want to get rid of it, was the black Superman? It was a black suit with a silver, the symbol on his chest, silver.
Was it McFarlane one or was it
the
DC Direct one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you ever want to get rid of it,
I could have had a couple of those, to be honest with you.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had I'm not greedy, right? Like unless I know somebody wants it, I'll only buy one of each. You know what I mean? Like I just want for my collection and to do on the channel and stuff like that. But every now and then I'll buy something and I'll buy like a couple of them.
Yeah.
But I could have had a couple of that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I knew that you wanted it. I would have. Next time I'll send you some pictures of what's there, and I'll pick it up.
It's all good. Whatever. It's all good. Sometimes it's the fun. Like when I go, I'm I'm used to already being disappointed by Jackie, so I'm okay with it.
Jackie B says, "You snooze, you lose."
See, I rest my case.
Yeah.
I could see Jackie one day with a whip at work when we come in. Keep in line, boys.
Yeah.
But you're a sweetheart, Jackie.
Yes, everybody loves Jackie.
Yes. Waiting for somebody to come by. I don't. But this has been fun,
Yeah, for sure.
But,
We're at an hour and 40 minutes, man. That went by pretty quick.
And enjoyable for you, you know.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah. It's good
like
to
just our
a lot of
time.
our times. A lot of times when we talk, it's usually brief, and so it's good to sit down and have a good chat, man.
Yeah, that's the way the world's going now. We just do things on Facebook and FaceTime and that, and
Yeah.
Because we're all busy. We all got our different lives. We all have different schedules, and
yeah, and my work schedule is all over the place too. Well, it's the same set schedule, but it's like when everybody else is like, sleep.
I'm looking for the pieces. I got another thing I want to give you to do.
Tilly says Jackie has a whip. I've been ushered out the door with it.
We're gonna do that.
Yeah.
I just gotta find, because it was on Zellers back in Ontario. I got it. It was on clearance, so they had to. I bought one and opened it.
Yeah.
Bought one. So I'm like, oh yeah, I got that sealed. So I got the figure I have on display, but I gotta remember where the other pieces. I got a couple of the pieces with it, but I got the other pieces. I just gotta remember where I put them. They're in like a baggie somewhere. And sort through them, and like I said, I can bring it over and you can package, and then you can have it on display. Show the figure.
Yeah, for sure. I'll do anything, man. It's all about the toys, right? Like I'm not one of those channels that just focus on the new stuff. It's a toy channel, man. Whether it's new, old, whatever case may be. I like doing older stuff because it kind of takes you back to, you know what I mean? Maybe stuff that we used to have that we really liked or we forgot about, and I don't know. I like bringing attention to new and old toys. So yeah, I like doing everything.
Well, as far as too, even older toys, like how many people do? I haven't looked, so I could be thousands of it. How many people would be able to do old toys? Because nobody thought of it now. All the new stuff, so they're just keep going with new. And forgot about the old stuff. They start doing ones with old toys. You gotta hit people like me, but like, oh, I remember playing with that when I was a kid. And just triggers a memory.
That's what I like about it, right? And a lot of this stuff too, where I started collecting in 2018. I missed out on a lot of this stuff, right? So, and it's still a lot of stuff. Like I'm still learning. There's still a lot of stuff that I don't know about, like previous releases and a lot of older stuff. So, I love it, man. I just like playing with everything. So, Jackie says, "Sure, Steve, they might get jealous about the whip."
True.
You never showed me the whip before, Jackie. I'm into that shit, man.
Yeah.
Malky says, "Can I send another picture?" Yes, send away, buddy. Send away.
Now I do gotta get close because my screen is small, so and I'm old, so my eyesight's not the greatest. So when you get it, I gotta move closer. I even think
it's a hyper real Darth Vader. It's kind of blurry, actually.
Yeah, I can't really see it that well.
Yeah, it's hyper real. I don't know if you're familiar with those.
Oh yeah. They had that one, and Luke from Bespin.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you can see that
That's
there.
the one I'm thinking of.
It's kind of neon down there. Looks sick.
Yeah.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, I think they were like if that's the one I'm thinking of, it was like $100 when they came out. Nice.
Yeah.
But like I said, our dealers got me hooked on a big ticket item. It's the most ever. Like I said, the Millennium Falcon was the most I ever spent on a Star Wars toy. So like $100. If it went on for like $50, and then it was available for $50, then I probably would have gotten it. And I was like, with that $100, I can buy 4 action figures.
Now, Tilly was asking if I opened up this one yet. No. Is the G.I. Joe Arctic Bat. So I was looking forward to getting that one. I was like, oh yeah, I picked it up yesterday. I was like, I gotta jump on that, get that review out like really quick, because it's still pretty like new figure. Not a lot of people got that one, so hopefully sometime tomorrow now I'll get this one unboxed and get it out there. But that's awesome looking figure, man.
Like I said, I got a few things to gather up for you already, but I'll just wait till you're ready.
Yeah, Mallory said there is a Bestman one as well. Arctic Bat is nice. Yeah, it is nice, man.
Yeah.
I'm loving the full wave, like all the newer ones. I don't know if you're familiar with this guy, but Torpedo, he's pretty sick too.
Yeah, it looks familiar. Yep.
Yeah. Reminds me of this guy, Underwater Trooper. Now, obviously, he's different, but he's got like the flippers and all that stuff too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that the flipper one is what I remember that. I had the jet. I had the
You remember
hovercraft.
Rock and Roll?
Yes. Yeah.
Rock and Roll is awesome too. And well, Bazooka, that's just a repaint of this guy here.
Scarlet and Snake were my two most favorite.
So basically, it's just a repaint of this one. I don't know if you have this one or if you're into that
No.
or not. But yeah,
I've seen the GI Joe figures. I'm trying to stay away from it because I know if I start, I won't stop.
yeah, it's my main line now. Like,
yeah,
I get excited about a lot of figures and stuff like that. But GI Joe, as soon as like Tilly's got some GI Joe, I'm like, like he can have Marvel Legends, Star Wars, and all that stuff there, and I'm fine. Like you know what I mean? He'll just let me know that's there, and whenever I'll message if I'm in the area or something like that. But as soon as he gets like new GI Joes, like, can I come get them, Steve? Like, I can't wait, right? I can't wait to get them.
Yeah, there's a few times as I'm leaving work, I'm like, "You home?" Because it's on my way home, so I can swing by.
Yeah. So like GI Joe was my toy as a kid, right? Like that was my thing. I never had access to like the comic books and all that kind of stuff and the cartoons and stuff. It was just the toys.
Yeah.
And just me and my imagination, but that's what it was all about, right? Like, so even with this stuff now, like I know what characters are, but I don't know much of the backstories and all that stuff, right? Because, I mean, I was 6 or 7, 8 years old, whatever I was. Like, I didn't care about the backstories and their names, and you know what I mean. I just wanted toys, man. You're 8 years old, you're playing with a GI Joe, and it's got some guns, and I had a big Sky Striker, and you had tanks and dirt bikes and like skidoos and all kinds of cool stuff, right? So.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what GI Joes are for me, man. It's
that's
my childhood all wrapped up there.
That was like with me, GI Joe, because there was no more Star Wars figures, being released. So it was like GI Joe. It was like Battlestar Galactica, Buck Rogers, the TV shows, those figures, because Star Wars kind of died off, sort of, Then the next movie came out. Then the next wave of toys came out, like. I remember going to stores and just seeing like those pictures you see on Facebook. Remember when you were a kid and well, it was all full of figures. You're like,
oh man,
I remember those days.
Yeah. See, I grew up out in Bonavista, right? So we only had like a Riffs department store.
Mm-hmm.
So all my toys came from a Sears catalog. I don't know if you remember Sears catalog, the Wish book.
Yeah.
So the Christmas catalog, I would go through, circle whatever I wanted, and most of the stuff that I circled, my parents got for me, so God love them. But I did not know how spoiled I was. Honestly, like I knew I had a lot of toys and I had a lot of cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's when I went out last year and I was just kind of looking through some old pictures, some photo albums and stuff, and I'm like, oh, here's the Ecto one from Ghostbusters, and here's this, and here's this, and here's this. I'm like, my God, man, I was spoiled.
Yeah.
But I was spoiled as a kid.
Oh,
right. I'm an only child, right? So
yeah.
Well, like you said, I mean, whatever. If my mom and dad had like $5 left to their name, and I wanted something, mom and dad would buy it for me. Like mom and dad have always been that way.
Yeah.
Right. So
same with my mom. Like she was like that as well.
So
actually, and that's what started my addiction. Actually, I brought it down with me. Is when they start releasing the Star Wars figures again in '95. It's the same package my mom got me. It's not the greatest shape, but I don't care. I'm keeping it because my mom gave it to me.
Yeah,
it was my first restart of collecting Star Wars figures.
Oh, okay, awesome.
It was the very first figure back up in '95 that let me start.
Power to Force
to what I got now. It's all my mom's fault.
Yeah, I blame my son for collecting. So.
Yeah, exactly.
And I blame my wife because I was sitting down on the floor with my son. We bought these Marvel Legends 3 3/4 2-pack. It was Thor Ragnarok. So they had a little Thor and a little Hulk. right? And I was just sitting there, man, and I'm like, it's probably like this size, right? And I'm just sitting there playing with my son, and I'm like, man, these are pretty cool, right? And I was just like, honestly, man. And then he went to bed and all that stuff, and I went down and picked him up off the floor, and I was just sitting on the couch, and I was just kind of playing around with it, right? And it just brought me back to, right? And I was like, man, this is awesome. And then I found out about Marvel Legends, like the bigger ones, and I don't know if you know Mike or not, Buddy Told Hobbies, Mike Rose.
Yes, yep.
So it's like, Mike, you got any Marvel Legends? He's like, yeah, I got about like 15 to 20 or more up here, right? And he's like, I'll give you a good deal on them. I'm like, sure. And I took every one that he had, and pretty much ever since then, and that's how it snowballed, right? And then Ryan buys, you know what I mean, lots of toys and stuff like that, and he was like, yeah, I got these, I'm selling these, you want them? I was like, yeah. And then all of a sudden, like 20 or 30 figures, and then I'm like, okay, well, now I'm down to a couple hundred pretty quick, right? And relatively cheap too, right? So knowing certain people, I've been able to collect a lot of stuff in a quick amount of time, so it's pretty awesome. Everything worked out for me pretty good. Tilly wants to know, what was the gray silver droid in Buck Rogers? Was it Tiki or something like that?
Twinkie.
Okay. Tilly says he's got it around somewhere.
I think I got one as well, kicking around.
And we have a new person to the channel. I haven't seen this person here. So Laverna says hi. Right back at you. Thanks for stopping by. And Melga says he blames his mother. So it's funny how a bunch of grown-ass men are blaming other people for getting them started collecting action figures, right?
Here's an oldie. Let's see if we can jog any memories for some people. Bear with me when I'm trying to figure out this. You see it, and you open it up. Do you know who that is?
Not a clue, dude.
All right, that's Robin Williams, Mork and Mindy.
Oh, okay, I see Mork on the front of it. I was going to say Mork and Mindy, but I have no clue Mork and Mindy or what it is at all.
Probably
I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it.
No, it was just, I found it at a flea market. And I'm like, because Mork and Mindy was, I didn't like it at first when I was a kid. I kind of hated it. Yeah. My mom loved Robin Williams, and it grew on me. Yeah. And I can't, rest of soul. He was a good actor, funny, and enjoys stuff. And
I love Robin Williams.
Flea market with us many years ago for like $5, and I'm like, done.
It's probably, I like to go back and watching a lot of stuff like that I missed out on. So I'm gonna put that onto the list of Mork and Mindy. I gotta watch that.
Actually, this buddy was on Amazon, and they got Love Boat on it. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna check out the first episode of Love Boat. I remember watching that when I was a kid, watching Love Boat and Fantasy Island.
Oh, okay.
That's before your time, son.
Steve Tilly says, Nanu. Now, I heard the phrase before, clueless. It's over my head. I don't know anything about it. Yeah. Is that from Mork and Mindy?
Yes.
Okay.
So how he would shake hands was like how Spock would do the Vulcan thing, but it'd be like this. And you would you had to be like, Nanu, like how he's saying hello sort of thing.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it's culture.
You learn something new every day.
No, but it's they came out with toys. I even had the Dukes of Hazzard, the card. You open the top, the figures fit in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was like, somewhere around my scrapbook, I got me standing in front of the General League in Niagara Falls when I was like 9 years old, chubby little kid. Got the General League behind me. I thought it was cool. Other toy was kind of cool. You ever seen the original Clash of the Titans?
Yes.
Yeah. So they came out with figures of that, where the horse, and then you put on the side the wings for Pegasus. Yep. But he was a figure kind of like this kind of stuff, figure like Mork is. But it would have a sword and a shield. Like anything they could make a toy, make money, they did. Yeah. back those, and then now look at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like He-Man was.
It's a cool concept of watching a movie and stuff like that, and you see these characters, and then you can actually take it home.
Yep.
And have that little, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, man. I think toys are cool shit, man. I don't know. Like to read a comic book and then like look on your shelf and have all the heroes that you love in your comics right there. Like, I'm a huge Hulk fan, right? So it's like, man, it's just like there's Hulks everywhere, and I love it, man. And even this little guy, I mean, I loved it. I loved this show as a kid.
Oh, Elf, yeah.
Oh man, I love this guy. Like, I will never sell this figure ever.
Yeah, I got the stuffed animal. I got the stuffy of Elf.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the stuff I'll never sell, and I'll never sell this guy either. Like, I freaking love this. I got over 1,000 action figures, and like this is top 5, man. I love this thing. I show it every live stream. It's just love it.
I like the shows like the TV shows when I was growing up. Like on Saturday and Sunday, sometimes would have Godzilla shows on. So I watched them. I always liked Godzuki.
Oh, okay, never heard of it.
This is a little Godzilla. I'm pretty sure they call him Godzuki.
Oh, okay.
He was like Godzilla's son or cousin or something like. But he was just small. It was like
Is that the animated series?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, live action sort of thing.
Yes, bud.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure coming out of me now. Yes, bud. No. I try to keep the Newfie language, Newfie slang down, but yeah.
I know. I'll call people back home. I call people back home in Ontario, and they're like, "Jay, you don't sound like a Newfoundlander." Nah, boy.
Nah, boy. Right.
Nah, boy.
You don't have a bad accent at all.
No, I don't. No.
I try to. I don't know. I try to get rid of it, but as soon as I don't think about it, it pops out, right? Yeah. And even if I'm into a conversation and I just get caught up in the conversation, the Newfoundland accent comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only way, when I lived in Alberta, it was only like 5 or 6 months, but I would call home and they wouldn't recognize my voice at all. Like I lost it pretty fast, but now as soon as I came back home, within a couple months, it's right back. Because I had to get rid of my accent up there. Nobody knew what I was saying. Right? You go to work and you're having a big old conversation and they're just nodding at you because they don't have a bloody clue what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
And we talk, Newfoundlanders talk way too fast compared to everybody else too.
Right? My ex-father-in-law said he applied for a job one day, and they said, do you speak English? And any other language? And he clicked off other. And they asked him, well, what's the other language? And he goes, Newfoundlandese.
Yeah. It's funny because it is like our own little language. It's so weird. Yep. We're part of Canada, but we're just like, it's so cool.
Yeah, I get people.
Like, if you ever see any videos of older Newfoundlanders and you listen to them and then you listen to someone from Ireland, look at how close it is, right? I guess Newfoundland's a lot of Irish settlers too, right? So,
yep,
that's where a lot of our, not mannerisms, but like our language and a lot of our slang comes from. It's got an Irish background, right? But
yeah, well, I always said I like the movie Highlander. Have you ever seen Highlander?
I have, but I don't remember much about it. Christopher Lambert, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Love Highlander. I'm a fan. I got the sword that was made by the company that did it for the movies and TV show. Bought it off of a friend of mine. Sideshow figures, I got 12, but I have never opened them.
Yeah.
And I always loved that movie. It was awesome. It was cool. It was low budget film, just like Star Wars. It was a low budget film, but really got me. And it has a nice little cult following.
Yeah.
But it was done, so it kind of takes place in Ireland. And from my father's side, on my grandfather's side, is from England. So I always kind of want to visit. So I always said I wouldn't mind visiting Ireland or England because, I'm kind of like to see them. What the hell? Move to Newfoundland. It's close enough.
Meet them in the middle.
Yeah. Like you got the Ireland look and you got the English weather.
Yeah. Well, even our landscape and everything else is pretty similar, right? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because everyone's like, if you had to travel, where do you want to go? And most people, like, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, and all that stuff. And I'm like, no, man, I want to go Ireland, Scotland. And we're like, man, just go around the bay somewhere. And like, yo,
yes, yeah.
same thing. And you got fog and you got the rain and the cold weather and all that stuff. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Maybe, I don't know. That's where I want to go. I want to go to Ireland or Scotland.
I got my aunt coming down to visit me. She's never been here in Newfoundland and I haven't seen her for like 7 years. So she's coming down for a visit. So she's like, so me and my uncle, they're like, we're going to, how many pairs of shorts? I'm like, no.
No. You can wear shorts for like a half of, like maybe a couple hours. And then it's probably snowing and probably rain and fog. And then the sun might be out again for another couple hours, but then we're going to have rain again.
Yeah. I remember the first summer I was here, when I moved here, it snowed in June. I'm like, really?
Let's get caught up in the chat. Melga says, man, you got 3,600 subs now. Only April you hit 2K, wasn't it? Yeah. So I have gained like 1,600 subs in the past month or two. So my channel is picking up pretty good. It's awesome. It's awesome feeling because it took me a year and a half to get to 500 subs. And it took me 8 months to get from 500 to 3,600. So, it's been a crazy ride the past 8 or 9 years. Melga says there's a guy I work from the same place as Tremlet, listening to two of them talk fast pace. Yeah, so there's another guy that we work with from Bonavista as well. And as soon as I get around him, that's it. We start going back and forth, and it's just two Bayman. Just going at it, and all kinds of words that people never heard of before. Because the Bonavista, like we have our own accent in Bonavista, right? So it's pretty funny actually.
Yeah, I got a coworker. He's from around the bay, and sometimes when he talks to me, I'll say, "Slow down, I'm a mainlander."
I was up in Alberta when I was up in Alberta, and buddy's like, man, you got to slow down, boy. Not boy, but he said, you got to slow down. We don't know what you're saying. I said, tell your ears to speed up, boy. Listen faster. He's like, what? But you got to listen faster. I said, you call Newfoundlander stupid. I said, but our brains just work faster than yours, right? I said, I can have a nap before you even finish a sentence. But it's pretty funny.
I accept it and I go with it. I don't care. Like, I've been called worse in my life. I used to have been picked on when I was a kid now. So like, it takes a lot. I'm like, is that all you got?
I don't even care anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I got to work because I used to say in the beginning, go on with yourself. And he will laugh. He's like, no, go on with you. I'm like, go on with yourself.
My daughter, she grew up in here, right? Two of our kids grew up in here, which is, the slang is not so bad. Like, I know it's all Newfoundland and stuff like that, but when you live in St. John's,
it's not that bad.
Say you're a bit more civilized, but like you talk a bit more proper, right? So my daughter was like, she was there talking about something the other day, and she was like, "What are you getting on with?" And I'm like, "What? Like, what are you getting on with?"
Yeah.
I was like, what are you getting? What? It's just, what are you getting on with? Like, I'd say it faster. No, she said, "What are you on with?" So she said, "What are you on with?" And I'm like, "What am I on with? Are you trying to say what are you getting on with?" She's like, "What?" I said, "What are you getting on with?" And she looked at me so confused because I'm saying like 5 or 6 words, but it only sounds like one. What are you getting on with? Right? But yeah, what are you getting on with? Because she talks nice and proper, but I don't. I talk way too fast and I say a lot of slang, and I'm 39 years old and I'm not going to change now. So Stephen Telly said, "Love Highlander, seen it about 100 times." He said the Queen soundtrack was awesome.
Yes.
Better to burn out than fade away. And Malgus says, couple hours wearing shorts. Wear shorts in January. Yeah, Malgus comes to work. It doesn't matter if it's a snowstorm. Malgus comes to work with shorts on.
Yeah. If memory serves me right, the better to burn out, fade away. The actor, it wasn't in the original script or something like that. He improvised that line in the movie.
Oh, okay.
They kept, if my memory serves me right. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
You can correct me if I'm wrong. It's all good. I'm old.
Hey man, I don't know what I did a couple hours ago, so you if you can't remember something from a movie, 20, 30 years ago, then that's fine. I can't remember what I did 30 minutes ago.
But yeah, like I got I'm pretty sure they're Sideshow, and I got the 12-inch figures of the movie Highlander with Christopher Lambert and Adrian Paul from the TV show. I got both of them. I bought them about a year before I left Ontario. So we're Snail,
Yep.
So it's like, and actually, so that's a lie. I did open them to look at them, but they've been put back. They were put back in. I've never put them on display. I just kind of took a look at it, and I'm like, I'll get back in the package. Like, I'm not planning to sell it. So
yeah, it's just cool to have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like one of those
stuff that I'll never display, but I'm happy as shit that I got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So.
Like it's gonna be tough when I get the hot toy one of Obi-Wan Kenobi, because like I should leave it in the box. Nah,
I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I really don't, because it's pretty dusty down here, and I just recently went back in all my mezcos that I have about 15 mezcos, and I had them all on my top shelf, and a lot of the fabric, like it's almost like a leather, like a pleather type material, but it's all cracked up.
Oh,
so yeah, and then I had a Wolverine with a brown jacket. When I took the jacket off to put it back in the box, all the dye came out from it.
Okay.
I'm like, part of me just wants to have Vader and not even, just probably have it in box and not even take it out. Might take it out, look at it, and put it back in. But it's going to get dusty down here unless I had a nice detolf or something to display it in.
Unless the wife lets you put it out in the living room for you, at least you can say, "Let me have one piece out."
No, we got a cat in the last year, and
yeah.
No, so all my stuff is down here.
Yeah,
like it's a good cat.
Oh yeah,
but I don't trust leaving the hot toys out.
Yeah,
it took me 5 or 6 years just to pull the trigger and buy one. So it's going to be, I'll probably buy a safe just to put that in.
Yeah, I think when I popped over one time, I dropped some stuff. Your cat was on the couch, and I'm like, calling it. It kind of just looked at me and put its head back down. I can't say the word he said to me. He's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Cats don't give a crap, man.
Yeah.
That's the difference between a dog. Like, dogs are so stupid, and they come up to you, wagging his tail, and his head's going. The cat would just look at you and say "F you" and put its head back down and go back.
Yeah. Like, don't touch me.
Yeah.
No. I've collected models over time as well, but I got 3 models in the box. That one is like 23 years old, and the other ones are like 30 years old.
Oh, okay.
And I just never put them together. So one is the Star Destroyer. It lights up. I got it at Sears Outlet. Opened it up and said as is. Open up and then looked at instruction. Everything was there. It was like $5. I'm like, okay. That was like
$5.
Oh yeah.
That was a fun build.
Yeah, I like that actually.
Yeah. It was pretty easy. It's all pre-painted too, right?
Yep.
But I got into models there a while back too. That's the only one I got that I put together so far. But I have a Boba Fett, Stormtrooper, R2D2, Goku, and I got one other one too that I'm going to plan on doing at some point. But they're all pre-painted and they're nice. You just clip them and stick them together.
Yeah, I had my hands on the Mandalorian, but I put them back.
If I had it back, I would have gotten Mandalorian because now I regret not buying it.
Yeah, a little bit me too.
Once it's together, it's a fully articulated figure, right?
Yeah.
That's what's cool about it. It's not like just it's like a statue or anything like that. It's just fully articulated, and they're made by Bandai, so they're just a little step down from their SH Figure Arts, right? So it's it's like in between their Dragon Stars and their SH Figure. You know what I mean? Like they're well made model kits, right? So.
Yep. My oldest boy did Gundams, and he did a couple Gundam models before he left Newfoundland, which I still have. So they're on display. But they're Bandai, he put them together, and they are really good.
Yeah, I debated the Gundams a couple times, but I don't know much about Gundam at all.
No,
but
did
I
you
was
see
debating just buying one just to put it together, and they do look very cool, right?
Did you see the ones at the Dollarama?
The little tiny ones.
Yeah.
I almost had them.
Oh.
I almost had them. I had them up, and I'm like, you know what? I got to stop buying stuff, man. And I think money was probably tight at the time.
Yeah,
But I was gonna buy one of each.
that's what it is. But it's like you want, but you're like, okay, I gotta watch the money. You know?
Yeah, I kind of hold on to stuff now, and I kind of hold on to my money now, and I have a few select things that I want, and I want the money there for when it comes up, like Michael Keaton Batman.
Yeah.
Like, I want the money there. I don't want to see it, and I'm like, oh man, I can't get it. Like, I've been searching for this for months, and I can't get it now. So,
Well,
yeah,
I keep my eye open for you. Don't worry, I got you back.
I think the Indiana Jones is the only thing that I've recently went to a store besides the $5 Friday stuff. Like, I got to jump on the $5 Friday stuff, like a McFarlane or a Marvel Legend for $5. Nah,
Yeah.
you got to jump on that.
No, you can't pass it up. That's $5. You just can't pass it up.
No.
That's why I bet you the night before Thursday night, Jackie's at work going, yeah. Come to me, my little children. Come to me.
So, Malgus said he just messaged our crack dealer for a hot toy. So
we get
one. Malgus said Steve Telly is the devil in disguise.
Yeah.
Story proud announcement. He said it's a proud announcement. It is, man. That's a big purchase, man. I'd be happy about that. That's something to be excited about. It is. I'm happy for you, man, to be honest with you.
Like, sometimes when you go Dollarama, you get things. And a few years ago, they had like these for like $3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would pick that up for $2 or $3.
Yeah, like.
Oh man, that one's cool.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure my camera here because.
Yeah.
Like $3, man. It's like, yeah, I'm not passing that up, you know.
Yeah, no.
There was like, which one? I'm still trying to find it, you know.
Oh man, that's awesome, Lizard.
That are, you know. It's like okay, you got they sometimes do get stuff in there, like they're.
Well, I guess like lately the Marvel Legends, the retro ones. I mean, they just start getting those out of nowhere, to be honest with you. And now to get the Princess Bride McFarlanes and the Gundams, and there's a lot of stuff showing up there lately.
No, it was funny. I go there and got one for $5, Princess Buttercup, and you go to Toys R Us and there it is for $35. I'm like, yeah. You know?
No, it's nuts.
Yeah.
I don't buy a lot of new figures, but I buy a lot of like $5 figures, right?
Yeah. You know, but
like I said to my buddy there a while back, I said the only thing better than an action figure is a cheap action figure.
Yep. Oh, exactly.
Yeah. It's the excitement of walking into a store and seeing an action figure for $5 or cheap. You know what I mean?
Do you remember when Time Master was on Torbay?
What was that? Sorry.
Do you remember when Time Master was on Torbay?
Yeah.
I was going there quite a bit, and every time on their little table between the two doors, they had Firefly figures.
Yeah.
And they eventually sell them down to like $15 a piece, and so I was like, yeah, okay, and I bought them. You know, so I was like, all right, you know, instead of $30, $40, whatever, $15, yeah, I'm good with that. I can live with that. You know?
Yeah.
So sometimes you're lucky you can hold off and find a deal, and then there's times you're like, damn it, should have grabbed it.
Yeah, there's like we were talking about earlier. There's times that I waited for a deal and I totally missed out on it. Right?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
so it's and sometimes you feel like you have the collecting under control. Like you feel like you got a handle on it, and you got a deep understanding. All right, okay, well I know if I wait, I'm going to get this one. Oh well, this one's going to be hot, so I'm going to pre-order this one. And it's never consistent, ever.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's so weird, man. I'm after seeing stuff go on clearance and everything else, and then all of a sudden now it's like $60-$70 on Amazon. I'm like, $60-$70 for a Marvel Legend or a McFarlane. Like it's all private sellers, or whatever I would imagine, right? Or little tiny stores, but like Christian Bale Batman.
Yeah,
that one was there for regular price. Now it's gone up to $49.95, and I'm like.
Yeah.
Right, and now Joker's the same thing. So the full wave was there at regular price, and now it's gone up in the 40s, $40 and $50, right?
Yeah.
So it's like shit. I should have bought that.
Yeah, because I did get the Batman Christopher Bale one, but I haven't opened it because I'm waiting to find another one because I don't want to open.
Yeah.
I want one of each. Like two. One open, one closed.
Yeah.
So I got one still closed, but I'm not going to open it until I have another one.
No, that Christian Bale is a nice one.
And Keith Ledger Joker is
Heath Ledger, that's a. It's just cool. I mean, a lot of people crap on it because it's not like 100% accurate to the movie and this and that, but I don't care, man. It's just cool to have.
Well, that's what a bit of it at times. Like, okay, so Red Hood and Deathstroke, I got McFarlane ones.
Yep.
And I bought one of each to open, but I haven't opened it yet. Still see. But then I look on eBay, or something like that, or you see something that grabs attention. It's now like $80.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like, well, do I really want to open that one?
No. Because
now two, they're sealed.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things. Because when I pass away, I already told my kids, the stuff is, unless I sell it because I need the money later on in life, or whatever. This is yours, So when I feel like I spend this money, but as long as you take care of it, a lot of times it triples, quadruples the amount that you paid. So they're gonna not be able to buy a mansion, but at least I feel comfortable enough that if you put all my stuff together, you'll at least get the money back I paid for it.
I think my wife is just gonna burn all mine.
Yeah. Do you want to be cremated? No problem. We'll melt you into plastic.
Yeah.
Get a contract on that she has to sign, that she has to make an action figure out of your ashes with the plastic.
Sick.
Yeah. Move over, Hasbro. We got the new selfie.
Yes.
Next thing you know, we'll get an email from Hasbro lawsuit. Jeez, I was just joking.
Ratface44 review says, have a good night. Have a good night, Ratface. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it as always. Melga says, Tremlet really opened my eyes to what McFarlane's got to offer, honestly. Yeah, man, it's I was very surprised with McFarlane's too. Like, I didn't collect McFarlane's at all. And I was doing $5 Fridays, picking up some stuff for Mike there a while back. Well, this is a couple years ago now, way before COVID. And I just bought a couple for myself, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy a few McFarlane's. I got them home, and I opened them up, and I'm like, I was impressed by what McFarlane offers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the price point on those are pretty decent, in my opinion, and they're just cool figures, man. I love them. I think McFarlane's right under G.I. Joe's for me now. So
yeah, there's some good figures, good ones in it.
Malgus said, an action figure of Tremlet, the most crooked looking figure on the planet. So Malgus teases me because I always look grumpy, right?
Yeah.
So I just have one of those faces that unless I'm on YouTube or something like that, I always look grumpy. I'm just like this all the time, and I'm monotone, and there's no expression in my face. So yeah, it would be a very grumpy looking action figure for sure.
I got a friend at work, and he goes, I talked about, he's not into like toys or stuff like that. Yeah. Well, he's like the man sport thing, like, why, So, but he teased me, but he doesn't insult me. But I'm like, no, I like it. It's okay. You're good. You can get with it. He's like, you go home and play with your dolls. Like, yes, I am actually.
Yeah.
I got a new doll.
What's it to you? You want to come too?
I'll go to work and tell him I bought a new doll last night. He's like, I bet you did.
Yeah.
So like and then it's weird because because I'm older than you. Like when I was growing up, you get picked on. How many times I get picked on because I like that stuff? You're a geek. Kick the geek. It's like Revenge of the Nerds things. Like now who rules now, bitches?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's pretty funny.
Man.
And sad.
I'm gonna go cry now off camera.
I'm crying on the inside. Malgus. So a while back there, Malgus said to me, going back to me being grumpy. So I came into the office one night, and Malgus said something. You was a miserable looking bastard or something like that. I said, man, I'm in a good mood. And Malgus looks at me. He's like, Does somebody tell your face that? I'm like, yeah.
Somebody didn't get the memo.
No, my face never got the memo. No, my
Yeah.
brain's happy, but my face is not. So,
Oh yeah.
all right,
Actually,
Jace. I don't know about you, man, but it's 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
I have a girlfriend right now, so maybe right now
I gotta get up for work in 5.5 hours. So
I'm on vacation
for this old dude. So man, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it, man. It was a fun stream. I gotta say, man, I appreciate the conversation. Appreciate you taking time out of your night to stop by and hang out and talk about some toys and all that good stuff. So thanks again for stopping by.
No problem. Anytime, man. We'll do it again.
For everybody else,
wait a minute, Chris, I can't see your stuff. Yeah, you've been banned. Yeah. Well, it was the typical thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, Matt. You have a good night.
Yep, you too, my friend.
Take care. Stay safe.
Yep, you too. Have a good one.
Bye.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me, too. So, as always, thanks again for stopping by. I really appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to watch this old dude talk about toys and be happy and being a child, a big man child. And, yeah, so it was fun, man. It was a fun stream. It's nice to have somebody else on with me, too. Instead of me just unboxing, it's nice to mix it up. So, I appreciate everybody that stopped by. Before you guys go, be sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button as well. What else I got to say? That's pretty much it, guys. So as always, my friends, keep collecting, stay safe, go buy some toys. Oh, still alive. Ah!